Welcome everyone to the Puff Drink Talk podcast.
I'm here.
Featuring
Conrad's here.
Dylan's here.
What is your name?
Here,
What's your name?
Lily.
I'm
Right.
Hilton.
I'm Dylan.
Over there,
Who are you?
Alice.
I'm George.
Georgie.
George.
All right.
We've got some special guests here today.
We have.
Filling the place of Pablo.
Well, we are going to be talking about Christmas, aren't we?
Counting down the days to Christmas.
There you go.
Okay, how many more days? How many more days until Christmas?
I don't know.
Quick maths.
Did you have in front of your?
What's
Can I
today?
make a calendar?
What's the date today?
Today is the 4th.
The 4th.
4.
December the 4th be with you.
21 days.
21.
Which
Or
would
20
be
days, and then the night.
how many weeks?
Just about.
Quick maths. Yes, 3.
Just about.
Yes,
3
I got
weeks
it.
till Christmas.
Yes.
So what are we asking Santa
How
for?
many seconds, though?
Lily.
Oh,
That's a challenge.
21,041,800
The
minutes.
answer is 7.
7 is the real answer.
Yes.
Let's go around. And
Christmas
Lily only shows a little bit. Alice is not showing much.
Come over here,
Yeah,
Lily.
just come.
You gotta answer our questions.
We're asking what you want from Santa Claus.
We're going
You're gonna
around.
change chairs
Here,
because this one
is
is
chair any
taller.
higher?
Nah.
Oh yeah. let's-
No?
Stand up.
Here, stand up.
Yeah.
There you go. Or maybe she should be in that chair.
Do you want
Yeah,
to switch chairs with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
come on.
How about no?
I tried.
Are you kidding me? I've been here
She's like-
recording for just about 2 minutes, and you're asking me this.
Nice try, guys.
Nice try.
Playing a prank on the new guy.
Yes.
So we're gonna go around the table and do what?
Ask what are we expecting
From
to
Santa?
get from Santa?
Santa Claus?
You got like spice.
I got the spices also.
Santa give you spices?
Yeah.
For
That's a
cooking?
good question.
What kind of spices? I guess that's
Like-
for
Like
Jalapeno.
seasoning?
Chili, no chili.
Chili
sauce.
Like different types of chilies.
Oh, nice.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Hot
Yeah.
sauce.
Did you
Yeah,
see
it's not
that?
chili, but sauce.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
Did you see
gotcha.
that hot sauce making kit that I sent in the chat?
There is.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you sent that in the chat a while ago.
It
didn't
came
you?
with like 4 different types of peppers, ghost peppers even, and habaneros. And it had recipes to make different stuff. And the one that I made was like a Caribbean coconut
Are you beaching
hot
yourself?
sauce. I added like shredded coconut. It is really good.
Oh,
It's
how
been
cool.
sitting in my cabinets for like a year. Somebody re-gifted it to me last year around Christmas. I forgot about it. I put it up in the cupboard and forgot about it. And I was moving stuff around. I saw it and I was like, "It's spices." Delicious.
Delicious.
Nice.
Delicious.
To be honest, this chair is not my back.
Yeah, I imagine that.
I gotta do one of these every once in a while.
But why didn't you get the other chair?
Yeah.
'Cause-
There's
Which other chair?
Well, the brown ones.
brown ones over there.
Where?
Oh, I know why. No, you won't be able to access. There's a lot of things on top of it.
I was gonna say there was one chair in the back with like a grinder and a shaver and things happening.
You don't grind.
There's happening to it.
Lily, sit on that tall one, baby, and then
It'll just be every 5 minutes. I gotta stand up.
Uncle
It's okay.
Conrad would sit on that one on top of his back, baby.
It's okay.
Now you're pressuring her to
No
get
pressure, right?
Okay,
No
did you
pressure.
send the links out?
Yep.
What link?
Because I just sent the
Cuban
links
link.
out.
The Koa?
Or,
And Rodrigo is already with us. Contagem para o Natal. He's saying that he's gonna sell to be able to pay for his
employees.
employees.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good one. We actually did good. I mean, it's
Is it working?
December 4th, and then we are already at over our goal.
Dylan, I can
So
see you.
we already met the goal for December.
You
Smells
guys?
like
Yeah.
Well, we
peachy.
more than met the goal for December, and
Really?
we're on the 4th. Yes,
That's
Wow.
Pretty good.
we had a good Thanksgiving.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, only one day on Monday I sold the goal.
Really?
Are
And
we
then
gonna go
Dylan-
around the table?
Kind of stamped on it and then hammered it down.
So for the rest of the
We doubled
rest
the
of
goal.
month-
And then and then now we looked and then it's doubled. So Dylan made the rest of it. So
Wow. Kind of cool.
yeah. And there's more
I need a
coming,
high
like
chair.
this Friday,
Yeah.
next week. Quite a few customers coming. It's working and things that we're doing.
Is it because of the one thing you guys wanted to do, or
We haven't even implemented
We haven't
it yet. I've been
implemented
working
it
on it
yet.
all day today. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just really.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just the things that I've started doing.
There's no way that I can do this.
In
without-
1 week.
Maybe like this. Maybe like this.
congratulations, guys? That's
I need it
awesome.
though. We've had some months that were like 10% of that, so
Yeah.
Pretty
we
good.
need it.
Yeah,
But
yeah
yeah,
September
no,
was.
we're motivated. So but yeah, I've been working on the new thing that we're
Cool. Big things.
big things in the works for 2025.
Yeah, it's like
Awesome. Good for you guys. Always
Yeah,
happy.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. 25 is gonna be the year.
Congratulations, guys.
New president, new economy, new
New life.
New business plan,
business plan,
potentially new business.
potentially new business. Yeah, because it will definitely add a few. There's a lot of things moving. I mean, if you're not moving up, you're moving down.
Yeah, yeah. The thing in the business world, you got to be afraid of sitting stagnant. Like water, moldy and gross unless it's running. Yeah.
Philosophy. Philosophy.
So, Lily, what are you
Confucius.
expecting to get from Santa?
Confusing.
Or what do you expect from
What are you
Christmas?
expecting? What'd you ask for? You haven't asked yet?
I did. Ask for a VR. It's like
Oh, what?
Shadow High guy.
Oh, okay.
Shadow high. You gotta
Shadow
speak
high
a little
guy.
bit louder, baby, so the microphone picks your voice
I
out.
wasn't.
I didn't ask for it. Lily did.
United States, Black Friday, Cyber Monday,
It's Cyber Monday.
big.
What's for Tuesday now?
Big
There's
sales?
a extended Tuesday. Now you have extended Tuesday. There's like Black Friday.
Yeah, so it's more than
I think it's
Christmas.
just
Cyber
that-
Monday.
So like all these
Cyber
put
Monday.
together,
Extended
it
Tuesday.
sells more
Yeah.
than,
Is it extended
Christmas
Tuesday?
itself.
I would
It's
imagine. Yeah.
Black Friday.
It's a
that
crazy
happens
time of the year.
Tuesday.
It just is rolling.
Could I just call it Black Tuesday?
Exactly. Why not like long Black Week, right? Come on, let's put it a Black Week in there.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So because now you
It's
have
actually a line from a movie.
which one? It could be so many movies.
I can't remember. You got to remind me.
Yeah. I can't say it because the title of the movie.
Oh, okay.
So, but there is a
Got
the
it.
movie that
conversation.
shouldn't be that shouldn't be pronounced.
But there's a conversation about
Mhm.
Black Friday, and then what about Tuesday?
Yes.
So, see you later.
Right.
Lily,
I
so
have a
you
guess.
asked for Rainbow High? Is that
A Shadow High guy?
Shadow High?
What does a Shadow High guy do?
It's you know, like Rainbow High Girls.
I don't.
Well, these are type of dolls from a series, and Lily wants a guy because we.
Okay,
Is it
so then they
American
can
or
go on
Korean?
little dates, or they can just be friends.
Lily
I
makes.
saw her blood.
Well, I don't want it. Lily does, but Lily
Oh,
asked
you would
for
never.
it.
Yeah, you're not going to use it.
No.
Never.
Because like Lily.
Let me ask you this: do you know how to fly a drone?
Huh?
Would you want to learn how to fly a drone if you were to get one for Santa Claus?
I do.
Just
I
like a
would
little
do it.
miniature one, like this big,
Sure.
Yeah.
just for indoor flight.
Video camera,
Indoor
everything.
flight. Yeah, it wouldn't have a camera or anything. It's just like a little remote. One is-
If you attach the phone.
You could try. I don't know if it could lift it. It might be too heavy. But while your mom's working, you can fly it over her head, and then,
Annoy her. I can't.
or when y'all come to the office and y'all are super bored, y'all could play
Rodrigo just say it's not. Yeah, it's not Black Week anymore here.
It's the month.
It's
The month.
No, and
It's a
honestly,
Black
that's
month.
100% true because they started Black Friday sales way before Black
Yeah.
Friday. And when it hit Sam and I have been talking about it all week. Black Friday sales we've had stuff in our Amazon cart for like a month. And it's like $1 less. So they mark things up and then give it a sale. So it's
Yeah.
all an illusion.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless it's like a specific item, like an Apple product, like headphones that are $250, now they're $200. That's a $50 off sale. Everything else, that's just like some random Amazon item.
there is
It's fake.
there's an
Fake,
app.
yeah.
There's an app that track all this, let's say, marketplaces.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like 10 marketplaces. And then this app goes there and you can choose, I want to see every single day how much was the price of this product for the past 8 months. And then you see the graphic
That's very
and the prices.
interesting.
And then when you get to Friday, everything's up. Everything's a little bit up. Not a lot, but a little bit up.
So what's interesting about that too is a lot of people say, "Oh, kind of that's a scam. That's how these companies are taking advantage. Target, Walmart, taking your money." But you got to realize a lot of those places, especially Target, they'll price match. So if you find it or found it for a cheaper price, you can bring it to them or contact like the customer support and say like, "Listen, Black Friday, I paid $100 for this item, but 2 weeks ago it was $50. Why are you upcharging me?" They'll cover the cost difference. So
Interesting.
They'll pay you back.
So they just make you work for it a little bit, but
Basically,
they'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
basically.
that's
And that's the thing is, most people be like, "Oh, it's on
fair.
sale for $100. I'll buy it for $100." But they don't realize like that item was literally 50% off 2 weeks ago if you bought it, on a normal day. So
Lily,
I've
stop
always
the noise.
felt like the
Because of
best
the
things to
microphone.
buy is like electronics on Black Friday, but there was nothing I was looking to buy. I just noticed because we always have stuff in the Save for Later card on Amazon, and everything was around it. Cyber Monday came, it's around the same.
We use it especially for services. For example, we renew a lot of services, in November. For example, there's a combo. It's Hulu and ESPN Plus. Hulu and ESPN Plus.
Amazon guy.
It's $10. It's
Oh, really?
$2 a
Camera
month
and everything.
for a year.
This one is
You understand what I'm saying?
this big, though.
Like,
So it's just like for indoor.
All the services we do that because the services are 20,
Break
30%
whatever,
off,
$20.
and it's a good deal.
yeah, that's
I'll
It's a
get
good
him
deal.
one.
It is a good
I'm gonna
deal.
get one for my nephew.
Yeah. Pyroman was $2 too. So this is how I use it, for service, especially for services, TV services or internet services. Get better deals with the phones. I think, especially, it's just as you said, it's just a lot of work for only $10-15. You got to think about it.
Yeah, well,
If it is,
to be fair, I'm in sales. I get it too. Like a lot of places are already trying to competitively price things as
Yes.
it is, and then there's this pressure to put a bigger sale on stuff around this time of the year. And there's only so much you can do. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm not that worried about it. I just find it interesting that they make such a big deal about it, and then these sales are really lackluster.
yeah, there would be some items like I saw.
Electronics are usually
I saw like a big TV for $250.
that's good.
Which remember I told you about the big TV for $250 that never
ago,
happened
right?
again.
Yeah, now it's
So,
happening again.
2016 there was, and then I bought two, and then next year was $350, and then it kept on being $350, and this year there was $250 for like a 64-inch.
Take into account
TV.
inflation.
Yes.
yeah,
Might
I was
even
gonna
be
say,
cheaper.
It's
that's-
cheaper, yeah. It's the same as $150,
Yeah.
back then,
Yeah.
8 years ago.
I just wonder if they have like Black Friday Costco deals, and you go, they already have stuff so cheap.
It was at Walmart, so
Walmart usually has
Yeah.
really good Black Friday.
Costco-
George and I bought our TVs last year
Exactly.
for
Like 85 inch.
huh?
$799.
Yeah.
That's $799.
Yeah.
This year is 800. The same TV, $899.
Yeah. It's
65
about the
inch.
same, you know.
86
86
inch.
inch,
Yeah.
yeah.
The same TV. Yeah. Yeah. He just he's just explained. There is a
it's
retail
the place.
group. Yeah. Can you
You explaining?
you're close? No,
I didn't know you were reading it.
it's fine.
Go.
Are you
He
reading?
hasn't even read it yet. No.
I can't really
Okay.
see that.
Just saying that. Okay. There is a retail group that Yuto knows. It's Christmas every the whole year. He says that there's always somebody. It's always anniversary or birthday of somebody every single day. It's
that's
Armazém
sales.
Paraíba.
Yeah.
And then it says like I've never seen a group like doing so many birthdays and celebrations, right? It says that I think they even celebrate the date of every single one of the businesses, because I think it's a chain, right?
Armazém Paraíba is the same as Costco. Basically.
Costco
Same
here.
as- Yeah.
All right, so they celebrate
although-
Birthdays of the locations.
Well, it's
for
more like-
everyone. So if they
But
have
full
100 so they
employees and
celebrate-
everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
It's not like Costco. No, it's more like home goods kind of things.
Yeah.
So imagine like not
Like
the,
a niche store,
not
kind
the
of.
food part of Costco and everything else, but without the food. So that's
At
all.
home
Yeah.
goods.
Yeah, home
Could
goods.
be like a Target,
yeah.
but maybe not as big as Target.
It's like Target without the food.
Yeah.
So it's not a supermarket. I mean, it's you
It's
go.
funny,
right?
You can buy bed. You can buy radio. You can buy
Big lots.
Yeah, you can buy fridge, freezers, and you can buy.
So if you think about that, every branch that
All
is
the
open,
employees.
let's say a branch, 100 branches. So in each of them, they celebrate the birthday of all of them.
Yeah.
So every day there's something.
Yeah.
Every single one of them is going to be a 100, only 100 days, so
Yeah.
a third of the year or a little bit less.
It's incredible.
Then birthdays, then all this Christmas and and other dates.
Alice, what about you? What are you asking Santa?
What are you asking?
I'm asking you first.
Have a
I'm gonna ask for.
Socratical
Hot
person,
sauce.
answer me the question.
Mhm.
He's asking Santa for you to ask Santa for something and tell us what you're asking for. Why
Because we
not?
want to know. We're on the podcast, so that
Confucius
people
says, ask why not?
It could be big aspirations. It doesn't mean you're gonna get it.
Lily, what about your birthday? You got your birthday coming up.
Yeah,
What are you
it's on
asking for
I
your
know.
birthday?
I wasn't invited.
Oh my goodness.
It's a roller skating.
Huh?
Don't feel bad. I wasn't either. They don't
know. Yeah, I
invite-
wasn't either.
They don't even invite me.
You have
I've
to.
been
go.
inviting, all of the
They
friends.
said, here's the address if you want to drop a gift off, but you're not invited.
I
Okay.
see that. I see how it goes these days.
Cold-hearted.
I know.
Want a coloring book? Do some artwork in?
Show your tattoo, Lily.
What? Oh, your hand tattoo? Yeah.
In the
Show it on the
camera.
Classic.
Right here?
There.
Oh.
So artistic. Yeah, it's a warrior.
Yeah.
Like a warrior.
Tribal. I must ask you a question. We're shaking with
We watched
anticipation, Alex.
Wicked yesterday.
What are you-
So Alice is not
Did you watch
asking
it?
Santa anything.
She's
not getting anything
she's not-
either.
She's getting a big old bag of coal.
Did you
Yeah.
like it, Wicked? You didn't watch it? Huh? Watch it with it.
She likes drawing. That's
Yeah.
how she likes them.
Yeah. Taking some. Yet. That could be a good gift for Christmas.
You get you like a nice like art
Oh,
kit,
yeah,
like those
Santa.
nice drawing
Huh?
pencils
You
that
gotta
have like
ask
different
Santa.
shades and like
Yeah.
hardnesses and
Those.
stuff. Oh,
I don't.
Christmas is Santa
they
gifts.
you don't have like coloring or shading pencils?
Oh,
and
I
stuff?
do have it.
What do you need that you don't have? Nothing. You have it all. Got it all.
Like yesterday, I wanted to sit down the couch and watch, those old Top Gear videos, like from like 20 years ago. And I just couldn't walk, to get into the couch. And there was like so much stuff, on the floor.
On the floor.
So many tiny little toys and, things. And
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Maybe it's time to.
and this is George.
That's.
Wait,
This is
can I write
George.
something?
George.
Yeah, sure.
This is George's George.
It's time to make a little trip to Goodwill or something.
Why?
You gotta donate the old to bring in the new.
Yeah.
You're running out of space
Billy.
for new.
Yeah,
By
the thing
Lily.
is they make a mess.
Come on. Oops, over here.
It's like a designer
By
brand.
Lily. I know,
Lily.
right? By
Lily.
Lily. I love that.
Yeah.
These are my new shoes by Lily.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that.
Actually, an
Perfect.
awesome brand name.
It is a good brand name.
I made your mustache.
Yeah, I
You have
love
to
that.
pay me for the trademark.
It's so good.
Your
Thank
lips
you
are
for.
in the
I
middle.
want
and
royalties.
yeah. She said I'm looking in the mirror.
Your lips are in the middle.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you said like you're looking in
It's
the mirror.
Lily and Alice Rodrigo, my daughters.
Yes.
This is just amazing, man.
My
This is
Alice, he
artist.
cannot see you. Come on, move.
Oh, George's paper.
I'm not here.
So this is Alice, and that's Lily.
I love that. Thank you. Oh, that's why we're hiding it. You didn't want me to see.
I got another picture.
Sure. Yeah, I put it.
Anyway,
I just-
you.
I just flipped
I'm
it.
afraid now.
She's
So
Lily's-
look, so much paper in like since what 3 o'clock,
Going for
3
more.
hours, and it's just gonna get more.
Ah!
I have to take a trip to Office Depot.
Deforestation is a real problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is why we don't kill trees. We do so with floors.
You repurpose them.
Well, we import them in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
We import the paper and the wood.
But it's from plantation and, it's eco-friendly.
Well, some countries that do need to take the trees down.
Yeah.
Some of them they need.
Oh,
you know,
you're
to
doing
make
that?
progress.
Happens. Part of life.
Circle of life.
Well, what about you guys? Since we figured out the girls' Santa Claus aspirations and what
I don't
they
think
want.
we have figured that out, but
No?
we'll go ahead and move on.
I don't know what. I'd like to double the sales. You know,
I don't think
by
that's gonna
Christmas.
happen,
That would
I'm
be
sorry.
great. That's what
Oh,
I'd
the month
like.
of December.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'd like from help from Santa. Like
You
to
double
just
our
go on
double?
those people's houses and then drop a little idea on their, mind on like, hey, change your floors.
Change your floors. It's a bit offensive.
Um,
Like, change your floors.
It has such a second and third meaning
Yeah.
situation. We change. Why don't you change more than that? Just like you're not. You're changing.
You're
your
changing
life.
your life.
Yeah, exactly. Change your life. Change your floor. Change your life.
New year, new me, new floor.
You were expecting me
New
to say
Year's
that.
sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
beat the tax, the tariff increase.
Yeah, buy it now.
There you go.
That's gonna be some tariff increase, right? Yeah. Beat it.
Just beat it.
Michael Jackson.
What about you, George? What do you want?
Coffee.
And cookies.
I know it. The first thing is I just want to keep the peace of mind I have it. If I can keep it, I'm super happy with it. Because my life is, man, I can't complain about my life.
Yeah, you can.
So I just wanna,
Yeah, you can.
really?
If I could wrap that up in a present and give it to you, I would.
You can.
Yeah. What are you talking about? That's the first thing for me. Right?
Thing.
That's the first thing, just to keep it. Because when you say like, oh, we're gonna move up, we were talking about it. All depends where you are. It all depends where you are, and it all depends on how much you want it from life, or how much, or what you want it from life, right? So of course we still have like we have like maybe we want to buy a few things here and there, of course.
Yes.
But like for me right now, getting to where I am, it's already was the gift of the year. Like
Sure.
getting this peace of mind, because I have always been so worried about everything, and since the surgeries, that changed it completely. Now my parameters are different, and I'm not Christian, so for me, this I've never had this experience. So it's good to hear you guys, listen to you guys talking about that, because doesn't mean much to me, but I like to see it. I like to see that. But I would say that probably
Who is?
Huh? What's that?
But the thing is,
Christian.
yeah. But the thing
Like
that
religious?
Yeah,
Christmas
like Christian.
is a religious holiday, but today the real meaning
Yeah.
behind it,
It's hope.
no.
I think it's
What we're
industry
talking about,
driven.
like, what do you
Is that-
want to get
I
from
think it's
Santa?
industry driven.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
It's just
yeah, but it'd be
and
but
even
for
the
you
creation
guys,
of it.
But for
Oh.
you guys, what it is right, for you?
Yeah.
If it's not religious, it's
Yeah.
communion.
yeah, it's celebration.
Celebration,
It's just
communion, right?
celebration, yeah. Time
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
To be frank,
Do the
it's not
rest.
something that every year I really even look forward to. It's a lot of traveling and visiting family and
Yeah.
It's a good
Celebration.
excuse to get together
going
Yeah.
through life.
So,
and see
man,
the loved ones.
we paid.
Yeah.
We paid the American government a lot of money in order to expedite my green card. So the green card by Christmas would be awesome.
That'd be your Christmas
That would be
present.
awesome.
There you go.
You
That's
know,
something.
that could be awesome. It's just like I'm just thinking because everything is like
Yeah.
going up. I see things going up, so I just wanted to keep it going. I don't want to be greedy. Greedy.
greedy.
I don't want to be greedy.
Be greedy.
Huh?
Okay. You can be greedy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I don't want to be. So I would say that definitely, if we can get that, right? That's a good one.
Yeah, I think it's more like, for example, it would be nice if this entire year had been much better in sales, right? Because it was a tough year. And then we could go and see our parents. In my mom.
This year?
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice, if you could go, but we cannot. Next year, difficult.
What you're
A
saying?
lot of money on green card.
Yes. But what you're saying is exactly that. Like, of course, if I can aspire a lot of things, but because things are like kind of a coordinated, I know that I can go further than that. Like I would prefer that to be surprised. For example, if some friends could come and visit us.
Yeah.
That would be,
Yeah, that actually would be nice.
That would be
yeah.
a good one. Surprises. That's a good one. Like
Rodrigo, you can
Thank
come and
you.
visit us, Rodrigo. For Christmas. What do you think?
All right, I appreciate that.
Was that?
Beautiful.
Yes.
Let me see.
I got it right.
Yeah, he's asking if
That's
it's pretty
really
much like
pretty.
all the same thing.
all of the houses.
Thank you.
People do put
They all
lights
look
on.
the
That's what he's
same.
asking.
Yeah.
Like if the city does
Hell no,
that.
bro.
Downtown,
It's the same.
yes. Go on the
They're
ride.
the same thing.
By
You are the
Lily.
best. By Lily. My very own By Lily. I gotta frame it in my room now.
I know.
exactly.
It's be worth a lot when you have a by Lily.
Yeah, you have one of a kind.
I
Yeah, we do
wish
put
I
lots of
could
lights
spend.
on.
My
I
mom
have
is
to.
85, so maybe I wish I could spend with her.
Yeah.
We never know. You're 85, so
I'm gonna put it over here.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
No,
those
yeah,
are
for sure.
possible. I think it's more. It's not more about physical things. It's more about
Sentimental.
I think as you get older, that's kind of the transition. Is like you don't expect much physical gifts for Christmas more than just time spent, cherished with the people that you love.
yeah. In
So every year, my parents and family are like, "What do you want?" I'm like, I don't need anything. There's nothing I really want. We'll just hang
Food.
out. Food is great.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I did
We'll
that.
make a brisket.
Experiences.
No, so honestly, my last trip to Brazil, it was during my birthday, and everyone in the family was like, "What can we get you? What can we get you?" And I go, "I don't want
Nothing.
anything. So I can buy Chanelos. The Havaianas here. I can buy everything I want. I just want food. Give me Itaipava beer. You give me
Yeah.
churrasco and sushi and what? I just want food and beer. That's all I want." And that's exactly what I did. And
They're like, "Oh, he's a cheap
I
date."
was a huge glutton, and I gained maybe 10 pounds on that trip, but it was so worth it. I was like,
Good for
anything
you,
else?
man.
Just
Yes.
churrasco, beer.
But you knew what you wanted, you know.
Yeah,
Look.
I got but I did get some amazing gifts. Don't get me wrong. I still got some gifts that I was like, okay, cool. But I wanted food.
You see, why do you do that? You talk, you drink, right? So you eat, you drink, and you talk. Maybe you're puffy now. Maybe you're gonna puff now.
Yeah.
This is what we do. Like I think maybe not. Maybe like be around people would be good for Christmas. Like celebrate. So this is what I would say it is for me.
Dylan, what about you?
A Lamborghini for sure.
What are you asking? What are you asking Santa?
McLaren.
Yeah,
Don't be
like,
cheap.
like the
Santa.
guy from the cigar place. Remember?
Yeah, that one
Like
guy,
a 720
Christian.
Were you there when? Yeah.
That was. He wants to buy our business.
Whoa.
I don't know. There's really nothing that I want or need personal level.
Peace of mind.
That's a
Like
great one.
joy.
Peace of mind. Grow the business. You know. Spend more time with family. I've got family members whose health aren't very well, so I gotta go see them and enjoy the time while we have it. You know. No one lives forever. I'm only 7. Imagine I'll live longer, but yeah, this could be like the last Christmas I get with a couple different family members. So we'll see.
Is
It's
that
an interesting game?
Marco says
is
hi.
that Marco? What Marco?
Oi, Marco.
Who's Marco? Which Marco is this?
Mel Cunhado.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
George, his lips.
brother-in-law. By the way,
Yeah, that's-
have you guys ever had pureza?
Pureza?
Yeah.
What's
It's Guaraná from Santa Catarina.
No.
I might.
Just like Guaraná, just like
Antarctica, but it's a specific only in Santa Catarina.
Uh-huh.
It is
They're the best.
the best Guaraná I've ever tasted. Better than Fruki, better than Antarctica.
You
Pureza.
know you know Fruity too.
Yeah, Pureza is top.
Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they had their like 80s and 90s.
Had
their
like,
chance.
3 or 4 different ones. Pureza
Maria.
Guaraná. Pureza Guaraná.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yes.
The unique and refreshing Brazilian soft drink that originated in the small German immigrant village of
It's just
Rancho
sugar and water.
Queimado,
Yeah.
Santa Catarina
Basic
in
sugar,
1905.
So the main factory is like way interior
Sugar water?
Santa Catarina.
Yeah, it's sugar.
So it's like
With
non-alcoholic,
Well, no.
carbonated,
Have you drank
It's like
Guaraná?
soda. It's like
cachaça,
Coca-Cola.
It's a type of soda.
but it's not alcoholic.
Well, you can put that, or it's just like
Yeah.
It's
just
soda.
like a-
It's like
soda.
a Sprite.
Like a
Drink
mineral
it,
water.
probably.
Fanta.
No.
You know, but
It's a fruit, so the
But they make it in a
I have
soda.
one here. Just no.
yeah. No, there's a fruit, and that's
pulls
what
it out.
Why are you
flavor
a
is supposed to
clown or-
be, right?
What's
Sure.
it similar to this fruit? Or there's nothing like it?
I guess. Well, no, there's nothing like it. I couldn't even.
Citrus is a berry.
Sweet,
It's very sweet. I
It's
don't
berry-ish,
know.
right? Because the fruit is a berry.
It's
not
Berry-ish.
berry.
It's a fruit.
Just put
Syrup.
it there, please. Just put it there. Guaraná fruit.
yeah, if you go images, you're gonna see it.
That's gonna be only the no, yeah. Just cut it off and put it only Guaraná. Caipirinha.
That or
Yeah.
no?
No,
Yeah,
that's
this
passion
is
fruit.
passion fruit, right? Passion fruit, right? Just remove the word Brazilian drink. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, but this is gonna be. Yeah. Good. Oh, good. There we go. That's it. That's
There we
it.
go, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the eye.
It
right?
looks like
I was gonna say it looks
Yeah.
like an eyeball.
It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's
That's
part of the
scary.
marketing that they played in Brazil. It's like this is the Guaraná fruit. Ask Coca-Cola to show theirs.
How
That's
Brazil
hilarious.
That's
embraced
amazing.
the world's most caffeine-rich plant.
Yes.
Very caffeinated.
Yes.
You see all these energetic drinks have somehow.
Yeah.
It's actually it's a similar taste.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's just the energetic.
Her
I
legs
think
are
they are
a bit
just the
off.
Gatorade and stuff. They are more like carbonated. The
Are there any
Red Bull is just like sweeter.
Yeah.
But it's similar to
things
that.
like
Good point.
taurine and other stuff? It's not.
That's right. It tastes like that. That's what it gives the taste there.
Is
too.
there any
That's me
So cool.
Hey,
So cool.
she didn't do the buy Lily.
You have your
Doesn't
hands in your
count.
pockets. Like that's the real like the chill meme that's going around right now. He's like, he's so chill. So is there anywhere like a Brazilian market locally that would like import something like this to
Yeah, they
try
do.
it?
They do.
Walmart. You can go to Walmart and get Guaraná.
Yeah.
You can have
Let's try it.
you can have that at Torres B.
Oh, they have it.
And next to
Wow.
Torres B,
Shout out Torres B, by the way.
just a little
Brazil
bit.
coffee or something.
If you drive
Change
south
the
a little
name.
bit before 45, there is another.
Try not to not
Brazilian
because
market.
because of the
They
microphone.
sell it. They sell the
When
drink.
you heat it, okay?
Okay, I'd like to try it.
So the Guaraná drink, like the soda,
Because I know
right
that because I do
there
it all the
from
time.
Antarctica, like that's like. I
And
think
they-
you can get that basically anywhere in
pick me
Brazil,
and
right?
they-
North and south, like that's.
Anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a national
nationwide.
thing.
Guaraná, Antarctica.
Yeah.
I'm
So
George.
you can get. So that's the one that they sell. So the version where that I'm talking about is specific only to the state, Santa Catarina,
Santa
where they
Catarina.
make their version of Guaraná, and it is.
Just a
Phenomenal.
formula, just a
Dude.
formula that's like Fruki had their own
Phenomenal.
formula, then Pureza has their own formula.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you know what? There are like hundreds of brands, right? That's hilarious.
Funny one.
Yeah.
It is very hot in here.
We have a remote control to lower the temperature.
It's
but I don't
getting
know
hot
where
in here.
It's hot. It was pretty cold in the afternoon, and
It
then
was?
it got hot because
Yeah,
we are all
it
here.
was.
Yeah. It's
We're
an
getting a
enclosed
new
room.
we're getting a new air conditioning unit for everything on Friday. This room is we have a separate system. We're getting a new unit. So hopefully it'll be more starting Friday.
Yeah.
But it is a little warm in here. You want me to turn it down?
Stretching out my
I feel the cold air coming from outside
Yeah.
the door blowing in, yeah.
I'll need a swimming pool after this.
Are you?
No, I'm good.
I can't tell because of the whiskey. I always feel warm. You know,
No, but
it
whiskey,
warms
yeah.
the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like 80.
Coffee?
Feels like 80.
Feels like 80.
I won't
Yeah.
drink it.
Smell it.
0.5. Yeah.
In Fahrenheit, yeah.
What about decaf?
In
You'll take it.
Fahrenheit, because it's
I won't drink it, but I'll take
the
it.
range is
What are you
so
gonna
big,
do with
it's
it?
difficult to
Hmm.
You could do like
different
watercolors,
like
but like
5
coffee
degrees.
colors.
Oh yeah.
You make it any, yeah, I think from 70 to 75, you can feel it.
Yeah.
But if I say 70 to 72, 75 from 73, come on.
Do you feel the difference
In my house, from
after
74 to
101?
75,
That-
makes a difference.
I saw this when it's like
in
the
a
peak
house,
of summer,
air conditioning. Yeah.
101 to 103. Really,
101
after
to
97,
105.
it's almost all the same. It's too
That-
hot regardless.
Exactly, you know, so that's what I'm saying.
But you do feel it if it gets up to like 107. Maybe then you do feel it a little bit. You can see the heat waves on the ground. But no, I don't feel a difference. So I feel it when it's below 70, like 60 something. Like, oh, it's nice, so crisp,
Hey,
almost too cold.
question for you guys: is Christmas presents opened on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Morning.
Yeah.
Growing up, my mom used to always let us open one present Christmas Eve. We went to bed, but we didn't get to choose the present because we always wanted to pick the biggest one. So she would give us one, and almost every single time it would just, yeah, we'll wait till the. But it's always like it's Christmas
Ah,
Eve.
Mom, I already know it's pajamas.
But that's traditionally. But you know, my parents are divorced, so we would have to spend Christmas Eve with one and then Christmas Day with the other. So technically both, right?
Right.
But traditionally, it's
Lily
supposed to
isn't
be
there.
on Christmas
Oh,
Day.
excuse me.
But,
Thank you.
which that's the right answer. But I got
a
both.
little bit of both. Okay.
Because there had to be both. Yeah. Because you can't spend the same day with the same parent when they live 5
Yeah.
hours away from each other.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you got to find a way to.
Gotta choose.
What would you prefer? Like if you had kids now of
Christmas
age,
Day.
Christmas Day.
And it's the temptation of the kid wants to open it so bad. So of course I would do the same thing, and it's probably just tradition. Like I'm used to that, but you can open one the night before, pick one.
A teaser.
But like the big, huge, whatever is like the one you're spent a lot on, or Santa brought in, that's gonna go out of the way. You can't pick from these. You can pick from any of these here.
The tiniest one.
They don't necessarily have to be tiny, but I know which ones I got, and then Santa hasn't come yet, so you can't pick from one of Santa's. But
This is mine, not
here's
from
10.
Santa.
Pick from these
Understand?
10, and then at least it's still a little bit of like
This one is yours.
lottery. It's a lottery. It's like
Yeah,
pick from
yeah.
10. So I think that's kind of fun, for kids. Like it's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And then in the morning you wake up, and then my mom used to get up real early, and every year she makes food and all. And so you get up, and then we start. But when I was a kid, obviously not now.
Right.
That was something I would probably do. The kids one.
Okay.
But
Respect
Christmas
that.
Day, y'all do it Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve.
You open it the night?
Oh, I'm a big kid. I'm with my kids. It's like, oh boy, that's my present. I'm getting the big one first.
Yeah, but then you don't get Santa's gift on.
Yeah, we do. So what we do is Christmas kicks off.
You told me because
Yeah.
you guys all go out and then
Santa
You come back in at
comes.
No, we
12:30, 12:01?
no. So we'll leave at like 8, 9 o'clock at night and just drive around the neighborhood looking at
Looking at lights and
Christmas
stuff?
lights.
That's a fun tradition.
And then during that time is when Santa comes and drops everything off, and then back is when everything is there, and then we get
Oh,
to
that's
finish
cool.
opening up and stuff.
Have you ever caught Santa leaving?
Yeah, my wife caught him on video.
Oh, really?
2 years ago. So
When I was a kid, one year I asked
Yeah.
for like a camcorder, and I tried to set it up in a corner in the living room to catch him. Saw like a little red sleeve come out and swipe it. He knew it was there.
and that was
That's all I saw.
it.
Because of his magic, he has like he knows when he's being watched, and he swiped it, and that's all I got. But he left it for me.
How
to see.
cool.
So saw the tape and just see the Santa suit just great. I thought I had him too. I thought I was
You
real
can't
smart
beat
that
Santa.
day.
That's
You
proof
can't
right
beat
there.
Santa.
That's proof right there,
You
though.
can't beat Santa. Oh,
Santa
He
is
left it for me, he's like-
unbeatable.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I see.
He had to flex on us real quick.
What about you, Hilton?
We do Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas Day.
Wake up.
Early
Wake
morning.
up and everything is in there.
We wake up.
Do y'all
at
get up
2.
like as early as you possibly can?
Yeah.
Hi, it's 4 a.m. Get up.
No, they never do.
7.
But I remember, trying, to get Santa, so many times, and
He's elusive.
yeah, it's difficult. Never see. Saw it.
How'd she catch him on?
I don't know. It was some app that she had on him, but it was like a quick psh. Yeah. That was it.
Oh, we have cameras in the house.
Oh yeah, we do.
Gotta make sure that it's
Awesome.
working because it wasn't working.
It wasn't working last time.
Last time.
I feel like when he lands the slant on the roof, the cameras just stop working.
Then stop working.
Well, it's magic, right?
If he was
Would you
on
call me?
break.
On break.
So what about you?
All you gotta do is catch
George?
him slipping 1 year.
Lately, man, since we're here, we've been many times we travel. We spend in Florida. We spend in California, and it's just that it's great to travel in the Christmas because first of all, it's cheap as hell. It's super cheap. Second, every single hotel, everywhere you go, it's available. So it's best food, best service, best everything. So we enjoy traveling on Christmas Day. When it comes to, and then to me it's of course just the two of us, So when it's just the two of us, give gifts, but I hold the gift until the Christmas Day. I mean, it is just once, anytime. I don't care. Just give me the whenever you want it. But she wants it before. She keeps pushing it. So she keeps pushing. So we do it. I do it in the Christmas Day. It's just for fun.
Yeah.
Part of the trip. I think the trip is actually the gift. You
Well,
know?
yeah.
The trip, the trip is the gift. You know, the experiences.
Yeah.
Usually do very little. We don't do a lot of things. We do only one thing a day, and then we walk a lot. So you see, my birthday was Yo-Yo Ma, man. Come on, like I wouldn't expect anything better than that. I would never thought I would see Yo-Yo Ma. And sometimes in Christmas we do that. We do these things, you know.
What are you guys going to do this year?
I don't know. It depends a lot on how Tamiris is feeling. You know, like usually this period is a little bit complicated, but then by Christmas it's pretty good. And so I don't know.
And you don't really need to plan too much in advance because
Question.
everything is going to be available.
Do y'all ever go to the Trail of Lights at Zilker?
Oh yeah. We've been to Zucker Park. We've been like.
Are you planning on going this year, anybody?
I haven't been. I haven't been.
I've been
I never-
there.
You've never been? Or you
No.
just haven't been in a while?
I never
You've never
did.
been?
No,
Never been.
I never did
Let's
the
all-
Joker.
If y'all are down for, we should all go
Yeah,
this year as a
we should
big
go.
group. It's fun if you go as a
Hello?
You've never been?
Come in.
No, never
Oh, you
been.
should go.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Bye bye,
Let's
baby.
Bye.
Say goodbye to the
Oh,
See your
camera.
finger.
Where's the lights?
You okay?
Where are the lights? That I gave it to you.
Can you give your mom a tattoo?
Lily, say goodbye to the camera. Au revoir.
I brought it. Tamiris send the lights. Okay. Good.
Chris, we're going to go to the Trail of Lights this year. Okay? That's Zilker. Plan for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I went there by car.
Bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye. Oh, so late.
That's what I mean.
Happy birthday.
Conrad's like,
Happy
God, I
birthday.
can sit in a chair.
Yeah.
Bye, Alice.
Bye, baby. Baby, do you want to pick up our stuff in my car? I'll open
Happy
it for
birthday.
you.
Okay.
Okay.
Enjoy for me.
Happy
Saturday.
early
Everyone's excited.
birthday. Bye,
Thank
Alice.
you.
Smell you later.
Gonna use this chair or keep on that chair?
Oh no. I think there is this one.
Yeah, no, if y'all have time and you've never been,
Yeah.
it's a fun time. There's vendors out there. They've got funnel cakes, hot chocolate, coffee.
Oops.
The weather's finally getting cold. You can get under the big tree and you go up with the camera and you spin. There's all like iconic stuff to do. But I think it'd be fun if we went as a big. It's a lot more fun if you go as a group.
I went there
During COVID, you had to drive through.
Yeah, I went in 2019. We went there. It was just walk. It's a long walk.
It is a long walk.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It is
And,
cold.
and because of the lake and everything,
you
and then
grab
my
a hot
car was pretty
cocoa.
good. My car was nice too, but it wasn't the same feeling, you know. By going by car.
No, but I think it'd be a lot of fun with a big group of people.
Oh yeah.
Because then the kids can play and you can walk around and do whatever. And
Anyway, and now
it's a long trail where they've got different stuff. There's Charlie Brown. And it's a fun time. If you've never been,
It'd be something to do.
I go almost every year. I don't think I've been since COVID, just because it.
did you go by car?
I did the 1 year where you were only able to drive through in 2020, and then
Oh,
before
nice.
that, we used to go every single year. It's just like a tradition.
How about Mozart? At Mozart, you know the Christmas
Mozart's coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go every year. Let's
They do lights and stuff too.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do all of it. Let's do
Yeah,
all of it while we're.
we can.
While we're
Also,
able.
there is one that you can rent a boat by Mozart,
Oh, okay, that's
like
cool.
for 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put in all these heaters,
Oh, that's fun.
and then you are in the boat, and everything is happening. Now you are in the boat, and it's gonna be what $20 more per person. You know, why?
That's
because
fine.
it's not cheap, and the food is. It's not worth it, so it's much better instead of getting a table, getting the boat.
Well, Sam's brother and her niece, they just moved to Houston. So we would probably normally do this type of stuff with them. They'll be gone. And so I think it'd be a fun opportunity for all of us to do it together.
Yeah,
If
sure.
y'all are wanting to. Don't let me talk you into it if you don't want to. But if you do,
No.
I think it could be fun.
Those two we do every year, man.
You got a spare wood?
No, never even heard of it.
Oh,
What is spare wood?
a spare backwood?
The hell is this place?
A spare backwood. one to spare.
Oh, do I have a spare backwood to spare? Jesus
But
Christ!
yeah,
I'm like,
remember, I promised you.
English.
I'm going a spare wood. What is this
Hey,
Christmas tradition now?
I brought it for us.
No,
Unless you
Oh.
don't, unless you don't want
I'm
it,
just
of
coming
course.
up. I don't think I can do anything
Unless you don't
big.
want it.
I just
good.
had a cold.
I was gonna
My
smoke
throat's been all messed
the
up.
one that
those are the
Dan
worst
Dowdy
colds.
from
Go for the trades.
Beautiful Trade. No, but
I'm gonna
the
do a
cigar
backwards
company.
thing.
Smoking
Bring it
ash.
in.
Smoke and Ash. So
Oh, that's
shout
a cool
out.
two-tone.
Unless you don't smoke.
Yeah,
unless you
and
smoke it.
No, you got it.
yeah, it's Roma Craft. So it's
You got it.
I love that everybody, the second they leave, is like a mad
Yeah.
dash
Yeah.
for booze.
Cheers.
I'm the only one that
Cheers, gentlemen.
I'm the alcoholic at the table, been boozing the whole time.
Is that the chat got disconnected?
And then reconnected.
God
We missed
dang it.
something too. Rodrigo said
Yeah,
some other
he
stuff.
was asking about if, but he's asking like about
it same-
Austin itself,
compared to the rest of
not the whole
Yeah.
U.S.
So in particular, if you're still watching,
I'm gonna
Rodrigo,
pick up these.
sorry.
What do you recommend?
With the kids here, we get distracted.
This is the
Um,
one, the most traditional there.
Go on
And
Google.
This one is a little bit better.
and you can look up
my
Austin
opinion. So, this is
Trail
more
of Lights
traditional. What
in
is
Silver
this one?
Park,
This one is.
and then just the city. You are good. I'm talking to Rodrigo.
Okay.
If he's still here with us, I don't
So
know.
this one's here.
But,
when they don't
I'll
have
give
the
you an
label,
idea. Austin
it's
does a
because
lot
the
of
label came
whimsical
out,
Christmas stuff.
and they don't want to put it back.
There's a
so
lot
it's
of
only
fun little
$2.
pop-up bars.
But it's
I don't know if you
actually
ever
this
been
one
to
is
any of them.
$12.
So
this one is
downtown Round
But I
Rock
paid $2
has
for
one
it.
that's Harry Potter themed.
Can I have
All
this
the
one?
drinks
Yeah,
are
sure,
Harry Potter themed.
sure.
It's a speakeasy.
Sam and I went
good,
to
it's
the Harry Potter
It's
Forbidden
not the
Forest
same experiences, but
adventure thing.
Oh yeah. How was
pretty
that?
cool.
It was really cool.
What?
Sam and I went to not last weekend, but the one before. We went to that Harry Potter Forbidden Forest
Yeah.
adventure
Uh-huh.
because it was here near Austin, and it was pretty cool. They had like polyjuice potion drinks at the bar. They had it's like these ice cubes that somehow they know they're in liquid, and then they start lighting up and doing stuff. They sold wands, all kinds of Harry Potter gear. It was cool.
But how was the actual like walk in
It was
Enchanted
cool.
Forest?
It was very similar to if you've ever been to. Have you ever been to
Escrevo sem querer.
Pumpkin Nights?
No, I haven't. Is that in Pflugerville?
It's Pflugerville and it's Halloween themed, but it's very similar to that, but Harry Potter. So you go to like Aragog, the giant spider they had there. They had like the Patronus thing moving through the fort. They had all kinds of stuff. That was
I would
like
love that, yeah.
it was on a huge, I don't know if it was 100 acres or what, it was a huge property, and they set it all up with lights, and it was really fun. And you can buy a wand. I found out you didn't have to buy the wand. You could interact with the stuff. And so if you're with a family and kids, you'd probably wait in these lines. It added so much time. Like the full walk was about 40 minutes to an hour, depending on your pace. But it would be an hour and a half plus if you stopped at every line.
Right.
But it would be like you stop to bow at the hippogriff, and it would bow back, and then you take a picture with it, and then you do. You come up and you put your wand, and it would light up a field with Patronus, and then one by one, people were waiting in line to do that.
Right.
It was super cool. I wasn't waiting in a line with just Sam and I for that.
Yeah.
But, it was really fun. It was a little pricey, as is everything these days, but
Right.
it was fun. I think for a full family of 4, you'd probably spend like $200 just getting there before you
Jesus
buy
Christ.
anything else, like tickets and everything. Yeah, and they're gonna be hungry. They want drinks and food, and they have all that. You're gonna spend another $100. The wands were like $40, $50 a piece for a wand, so we didn't buy one. And then while walking the trail, someone just dropped one, and it was just laying off to the side. And so Sam and I picked it up, and I said, we went up to the people in front of us, and the next people in front of them, we asked, did anybody drop this wand? And everybody said no, so we just kept it. And then we found out after that, because the shop's at the end, I guess you can go back there, it was $50. Man, someone's got to be pissed. They like bought this one and dropped it, like just throwing away $50.
Some stupid kid did it, you know.
So I felt bad about it. I was like, at the very least, I'm gonna ask a few people, and
Yeah.
there might be a bad apple that'll just say yes, just to say yes. But everybody said no, they didn't drop it. So it was a good time though. I've never been before. I probably wouldn't go again because it's gonna be the exact same thing. But it's cool. For Harry Potter Nerds. We like Harry Potter.
Harry Potheads.
Yeah.
I lied when I said that I didn't want anything for Christmas because I would like to,
I knew you were a liar.
to plan a little bit.
Shit.
Yeah, because I couldn't say because it was like they are underage. I couldn't say what.
Hey, what's
what it
that
was.
movie?
Jack and Jane make a porno, or
No,
Zack and
Miri,
Zack and Miri.
Zack and Miri make a porn.
Zack and
Zack and Miri make a porn.
With Seth Rogen.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But there's a scene with what's his
Zack and
name?
Miri or something.
Zack
and then
Miri.
there are 2 porn
God,
actors.
that's a classic.
Yes.
That's one of the few I've seen,
Yeah.
guys.
Miri,
I don't
yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
It's an
a
American.
really good
Zack and
movie.
Miri make a porn, yeah. So
Yeah.
they're like fucked up. They can't make money. They can't pay their rent. So they decided, you know what? Let's make a porn.
Yeah.
So they hire professionals, and then they also participate in the movie. I am the Milkman.
It's from 2008 with Elizabeth
Oh,
Banks. Seth
Milkman!
Rogen. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zack and Miri make a porn.
R-rated comedy from 2008. It's a hilarious movie. It's a great.
The Dutch-
Craig Robinson, that's his name.
The Dutch masturbation, remember?
Yeah.
Like
Dutch rudder.
if I do it
The
mine,
Dutch Rudder.
the
That's
Dutch
what it-
rudder,
that's what
the
it
Dutch
is.
rudder.
That era, like the late 2000s before 2010, like that comedy with with Seth Rogen and just all the stuff, like Will Ferrell, like all those comedies were
Elizabeth
so
Banks
is Super
good.
good.
Yeah,
They don't
she's
make
awesome.
them like that anymore.
No, you
I think
can't.
they will soon because I think this woke culture thing where people are getting canceled is starting to go away a little bit. Probably
And it's coming
it'll
back.
come back at some point again, but it's starting. There's swings, you know.
I don't mind that they exist. I just don't like it that all the budgets, everything goes to that. It's okay to be part of that, but the problem is there's so many movies now. We watched Wicked yesterday. The story is cool, but
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ, man.
Apparently, there's gay bunnies in it.
And Wicked?
Sort of that.
No, in Wicked, yeah.
No, I never saw it. Like The Boys, like TV show. That was funny. I mean, it's gruesome, like action, but it's also really funny. But even
Granted-
they had to like add like kind of LGBTQ stuff into the show to make it current. But they just don't make movies like that anymore.
Granted, right? So Wicked is from 2003. So the story is not original, right? So it's in Broadway.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
Granted that,
That's
but still,
And it's supposed to be like a twist on. Is it its own unique thing?
It's just a
Or
movie
is
off
it-
of the play.
she's a superhero.
But it has nothing to do
She's
with
got
like,
superpowers. The villain
the
again.
Wonder Oz or anything. It has nothing
Yes,
to do with that.
it has to do everything.
So it is
It's in
a
the
twist
world.
based
It's in
on-
the world of Oz.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So
And
it is.
I
I've
just
never
want to
seen
reveal
it.
it, but man, I would tell you,
You can reveal it. Oh, other than the people on the podcast, I'll never go watch it.
I don't want it.
yeah, it's
I don't
just
mind a
that-
spoiler. I'll never go watch it.
Oh, the person is bad, but she's the person. This villain. Come on, the Wicked Witch of the West is one of the nicest villains in history of the movie. She's cool, and now they
But
try to
that's
say,
a predictable
"Oh,
take.
what's that?"
It's like a predictable take, though, on like a movie. Like they spin it to make the
Yeah, you know,
villain be like
I think
you root for him.
yeah, I think Angelina Jolie also had you remember that she was Cruella? I don't know how.
Yeah. I
What-
think,
what is-
was it Cruella de Vil?
No, it wasn't. Was it
No.
Cruella? No, it was the
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Oh yes.
So-
I never saw that either, but I remember.
Again,
Apparently, that was supposed to be really good. I didn't
Was
watch
it?
it either.
do you understand what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
watch
Like,
Disney
it's just
stuff.
like it's the villain, and then there's a reason. But as a matter of fact, the villain is the hero. There is a reason, and you should shut up and accept the premise.
Sure.
That's what happened yesterday. You know?
So
But
you felt let down?
I like it was way better than I expected because my expectations are very low.
You saw it in theater?
Yes, I went to Cinemark with the with the effects and
3D
with the
or
3D,
4D or
3D with
whatever?
like shitty glasses, but it's still, man, it's just the seats are absolutely amazing.
Sure.
You know the seats are in that. What was this?
Which one was it? The one in Round Rock or
What is the
Pflugerville?
Flicks?
Flicks Brewhouse?
Flicks.
Yeah,
Flicks. Yeah,
Flicks,
Round Rock.
yes,
Flicks
yeah.
Brewhouse.
Yeah, when you
right
order
here.
food, it reclines.
Yeah.
thick
Oh my god!
leather.
But the new this one, I've been to a couple of them. But I don't know. They fix it because
I like
it's so large. It's a lounge.
Well, now they have these tables that you can like pull towards you
Yeah.
and turn them.
Yes, you can do
Sam
that.
doesn't like going there though because those like ambient lights by your table like distracts her
Oh, but
from
that
the
one doesn't
screen.
have it. That one doesn't
They
have
didn't
it.
have it?
No,
Okay.
no, it didn't have it.
Dude, I took my mom and dad and Lucas to go see Jurassic Park 3D. It was like the 30th anniversary, and
The
apparently
original?
the original.
Oh, cool.
Because, and that's what I love about Flicks is they run these special, like
Yeah.
special nights and specials with like all the old movies. They'll
Yep.
run new movies, but they do a lot of the old stuff. So that was the first movie that I ever went to in theaters, and I was a little kid. I think I was like 4 or 5 years old, and my mom and dad got so much grief from people like, "You're gonna let your son go in there and watch a scary dinosaur movie?" And I, at
That's
that
built
age,
for kids.
dude, at that age, I was all about dinosaurs. And apparently I stayed awake. I didn't freak out at all.
You
I
liked
just
it.
loved that movie. So I was like, let's do this.
It's made for
It's like
kids.
nostalgic.
Dude, it was so nostalgic. This one was 3D. And it was amazing because I've seen 3D movies before and I was like, God damn it, like the glasses are clumsy.
Yes.
You know, I just want to
Paper
enjoy the
made,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I saw, like-
these were really nice, and all of us were like at the edges of our seat. Even my son was like, "Dad, that T-Rex was gonna bite me," and I'm like,
Oh,
"I
that's
know."
cool.
We all came out like very, very happy.
Exactly.
So it was fun.
So we enjoy going there because we usually go to Paramount, you know,
Yes.
because this is the one we enjoy, the movies we like it. It's about our age, you know, man. We like those movies, you know.
Downtown.
Downtown, it's easy parking, cheap parking. It's just a block from, you know, from the cinema. We have free beer, like non-alcoholic beer. We have free popcorn when you go there.
I saw one of the original Batman movies there with my dad as a kid, and then when you came out of the
That's cool.
theater, they had like the original Batmobile. pull
Yes,
up.
they
It
always
was
have something
really cool. They do
happening.
like retro cool stuff.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
That was a cool.
the whole experience is nice there. You know, the whole experience. It's enjoyable. Usually they put you know, like 35 millimeters movies,
yeah,
so it's everything.
well, it's built for stuff like
It's
that.
built
you know?
for that. So
And Paramount's it's like just a vibe, like the feeling that you go in there because it's just like historic, you know.
it is.
So I
It
get
is.
that.
So we still don't have our names there because, you know, it's only over $1,000 donation. They put your names, and you have no
Oh.
idea how many people donate. Like, it's like
I can imagine.
thousands of people donated to them.
Dude, it's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
Taxes.
And it's
Can we
Paramount.
do it
right?
as a
So-
business? Put our business name there. It's like an advertisement. Right?
Yeah.
I think you could.
Especially if your name, look, if your,
Your name is your business.
if your business,
Like a
if
realtor.
your business is your last name, it's great. You
Yeah.
know, when you have the
Hilton
name,
Kill LLC. What does he do?
yeah,
You don't want to find out.
Shh, don't ask.
yes,
If you found out, it's already too late.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you
If I
actually-
tell you, I gotta kill
I'd
you.
have
I
to,
gotta meet.
I'd have to
I'm
Hilton
gonna
kill
meet
you.
you.
Yeah. Here's my card.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't go to the theater all that often anymore, just because everything is so readily available streaming.
Yes.
But we
that's right,
actually
too.
went to the theater this weekend.
What you watch?
But we went to the Cinemark XD, where it's like
Yes.
the great big huge
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
and the sound's all amplified, and we saw Gladiator 2.
Yes, I want to go
Oh,
there.
that's right. Yeah.
And to no surprise of anyone, I had never seen the first Gladiator.
Well,
So I found a way to watch it, legally, of course, and I liked it. And then we went and saw the new one. Incredible movie, super cool. It's very, I think, the timing. You've all probably seen Gladiator.
Yes.
If you just go watch Gladiator 2, you're gonna come out of that movie like, that's fucking awesome. I watched them basically back to back, so there's a lot of parallels. Like
Yes.
it feels like it's the same movie again.
Yes, I hated that.
Just
All
modernized.
franchises are like this, man.
I mean, it's still way back in the day. The setting of the movie is it's a sequel, and it's about 20 years, 16 years, something after the ending of the first movie. Which I was gonna say no spoilers, but it's so old now, everybody should know, except for me. But Maximus dies right at the
Yes.
end of it. Russell Crowe's character dies. 16 years after that, it picks up. That's where this movie starts. But the theme, everything, it's almost identical. It's the same thing. But it's modern day technology and cameras and the way it looks on the screen. I still would recommend going and spending the $15 a ticket or whatever. It was a good movie. It was a really good movie.
To your point, I want to make a comment because it makes sense what you're saying. Ramirez and I were just watching like movies. From time to time, we watch trailers from all the movies that are coming in the next years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we noticed that more and more they are playing safe because because the industry is
You
shaky.
like, see what works.
So now it's a fantastic comics of Lord of the Rings. Then it's a spin-off from let's say from Mad Max. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They are using the names of business that did
Something
well
that
in
was
the past.
successful and then
So they are very conservative.
riding
Very
the
conservative.
coattails. Yeah.
To that point, I'm
That's
excited.
why they're using Gladiator too.
Well, and
Well,
to that
the formula
point,
worked.
It was good though. I mean, I liked it.
well, and that's it. Is if it's successful, you piggyback off of it. You
Mhm.
know,
But-
but
I never watched the first one. Keep that in mind, and I still was interested in seeing the second one just from the trailer of watching them flood the Coliseum and they were doing like a naval battle. I was like, I'm in. That
Yeah.
looks fucking cool.
and that actually really happened in real life. Like
Yeah,
that's what
historically
they-
accurate.
yeah, that's really.
I
cool.
don't think so.
Okay, tinfoil hat moment. No, but I was gonna say.
It didn't happen. Have you read about this?
No, it's not the whole. I don't know how it. I don't know how it has happened in the movie because I have not watched it. But it doesn't
I don't want to
really.
spoil it.
It doesn't flood the whole Coliseum.
They didn't.
No,
They didn't flood the whole.
It's just like the main area.
Yeah, the
Not
bottom.
even the main areas, like swimming pool here or there that they would create like pools, not the whole thing.
In the movie, this doesn't spoil the plot or anything. If it's a big bowl, right? Starting here is like the first level of seats, and then maybe that's like a 12-foot wall or whatever it is. They put enough water in to where they had two ships, but these ships weren't like same size ships that were at sea. They're a little bit smaller. But also, there's a little bit of movie magic. It was
It's
deep.
not a ship; it's a boat.
Well,
Yeah.
it was, and in that time too, like it was still a sailboat, but had a lower deck where the guys would row, and it'd be a column of guys rowing, all at the same time to move around. But it was deep enough water where there was sharks all in the water that they added to make it more difficult. Probably not historically accurate. That's movie magic, I would assume. But interesting. It was cool.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
No.
So I was gonna say, sticking to what's safe, I'm going to support people that are going out on a limb. And one movie that I'm excited to see, I'm going to have to watch it after Christmas, but is Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
The vampire
Yeah,
movie.
yes.
Robert Eggers is taking it
Yes.
on, and it's like a black and white gothic take on the vampire Nosferatu, which is one of the oldest, maybe even the first horror movie ever made.
Oh, wow.
Like back in like the early 1800s, 1900s.
1900s.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
yeah.
His version of it apparently is it from the previews. It looks
Legit.
looks awesome. So I got to
Okay.
support that for going out on a limb.
By the way,
I like creativity. Like, so
Yes.
I want to see somebody do something new.
do you know how this werewolf, Dracula and Frankenstein were created? We were all created in the same night. You know that?
I knew who Frankenstein was by
Yeah, they were all Mary Shelley, then Byron.
From the books?
Byron, I think, if I'm not mistaken, invited them to go to a kind of a farm.
They all
And-
brainstormed on their
Yeah,
own.
and no, they have to say no. Okay, we have the whole night to bring up to with a theory.
Oh, that's
Then
interesting.
It was like it was a dinner party,
It was a
and
dinner party,
it was dinner
based
and
on
drinks.
cocaine.
Yeah, oh,
if
I'm
I
sure.
can say the word, or you can cut it, but it was based on that.
It's live. There's no cutting.
Yeah, there's no cutting.
I
So
don't
yeah,
think it's.
yeah, they say
We're
that
not
it was,
promoting it.
probably sex and alcohol and drugs, and then they put it all in the same universe, so they created the books and they became, like 120 years, 130 years, or more.
Isn't that
Very interesting.
Isn't that funny? Because I've always heard the version of like the sophisticated version of it. Like they all got together and had a dinner and tea party, and then afterwards, what was the only form of entertainment to entertain your guests other than telling stories for 5 hours, and that's where the story of Frankenstein. That was what I was told. But like the human nature part of it, like you're saying, is like
Make much weight.
dogs.
Exactly.
There's Saxon everywhere, and
His
like
dad, but he's alive. Yeah, werewolves like big dogs.
Would you watch a movie made by Quentin Tarantino showing that night and how all of that came about?
I would. It would be the the last movie of his career, and he would finish up his career
Wouldn't that?
on a high.
And it's just showing all the crazy sex
I'm-
and drugs and everything that happened, and like it's the creation. We'll call him Frankenstein.
yeah.
Wouldn't that be a good movie?
Man.
Look at Bill. Why is he butt naked? He looks like a wolf.
So that guy-
Wolfman, dude.
Yeah,
You got it.
You got it.
Send him an email, dude.
Yeah, that would be awesome because there are movies
Actually,
about
would
this
be
night.
nice.
There are movies
love to
about
see
this
that.
night.
There are already
there are movies and books and doctorate analysis and theories about theses about that.
So
you
it's
know,
well known.
It's well known. It's well
Apparently
known.
not to me. I thought it was all just
I've never heard it before.
come over and have some tea, and I'm going to tell you a 3-hour story.
there
I'd love to tell you a story about a doctor.
There might be
Jekyll and Hyde.
there might be documentation on it, but maybe
Accurate.
not everybody read it because I didn't even know
I don't know.
there was in one night.
And-
And
yeah.
you knew at least the Frankenstein.
The
Yeah.
PG version of it.
Well,
I don't know any version of
it
it.
was
I knew the
part.
Disney version of it.
It was part of one of my class in university.
Okay.
It was part of this.
Like a literature class.
Yeah, exactly. So I was taking letters, as they call it, right? So languages and culture, just on a semester, just 2 classes, elective classes, and
That's
it
cool,
was
though.
cool. Yeah, you had to read.
That's interesting, though.
Well, you have
Like,
to read 2 classics a month, and they have a test. 2 classics, a test. Man, it was tough. How do you select 9 classics of all books ever? How do you select 9? This is how we did. It was tough, man. I couldn't read all the books. I have to read summaries because it's.
Well, yeah. Well, nowadays kids
Yeah.
have like cliff notes and stuff too.
Or
But,
ChatGPT just
chat, well, for
summarizes.
sure. But
Don Quixote. You have to read Don Quixote. of it.
Texas public schools, to my knowledge, at least when I was in high school, we all read and did tests and studied on Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Still to this day, I would imagine.
And it is. I don't know if you know, like.
But it's written in a
If you're learning
language.
languages, all these books.
It's confusing if you are an English first language kid. So if you're like
Yeah,
English second language, you're like, what the hell are they saying?
yeah, but you know what?
That's how I felt reading Shakespeare.
You know, like
I couldn't do
books, books at over 60 years, it falls in public domain.
Okay.
Every 60, after 60 years of rights,
So
then
anybody
it
can
becomes
get it. It's like
everyone
free
can get it.
access.
So all this long man, all these publishers, what they do, they pick up the stories and they adapt it in level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the original. So you have like number 1 is just pictures in text. Number 2, it's 20 pages. Number 3 is like 50 pages. Then number 4, it's so according to your level, you'll be reading a variety of vocabulary. And then 6 is pretty good, and then you have the original. So you have from 0, which is drawings,
All
to
the way to the
7, to
original.
7, which is the unabridged version. So, but they use it books like this. So Brazilians know pretty much because we know about that, right? It's big in Brazil. It's
What?
Frankenstein,
I never
vampires.
read anything about. I mean,
You've heard of Frankenstein.
Oh yeah. I like the movies. I like the stories about it.
Never read a book?
but never read a book on it.
Yeah.
It was part of our language arts English literature classes where we had to read Lord of the Flies,
Yeah.
Frankenstein,
No, I know.
To Kill a Mockingbird,
Yeah. I was
That's
thinking
such a
about.
good book.
I'm trying to.
Catcher
think-
in the Rye.
That's the one. Yeah.
All of these are they're.
How about British books? Do you have to read it?
no?
Like
I had
we
to read
don't
Shakespeare.
support. I know this sounds crazy. Not even as
Charles Dickens,
no, not even like satirically, like truly
Mark Twain.
American. No, we do have Mark Twain.
Mark
yeah,
Twain? Okay.
But I think American culture, like we don't necessarily dive deep and celebrate into British anything other than like learning how we came to be. Past that, like British literature, we don't study at all. At least in Texas. Texas, there's a whole course that's like American history, Texas history, and they make sure you know Texas history.
I'm realizing that with my son. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm learning Texas history for the past month," and I'm like, "The hell hell's going on?
Yeah, Alice knows.
It's an indoctrination into the children of like, remember where you came from.
Yeah.
And especially if you came here from somewhere else and your kids are Texan.
And if you're
like, I
planning
didn't
to
learn any
become
of
a
this stuff. Why are
country,
you
man,
learning this stuff? We were
if you're planning to become a country,
Yeah.
you gotta keep
the most
traditions.
famous is the Battle of the Alamo, but there's so much more rich history in Texas that.
Have you been there?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of
I've been
course.
twice. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, every time I go
I've
there,
been.
there's always somebody saying something different, and I enjoy it. Man, I just enjoy San Antonio. Visiting San Antonio for 2 days. It's
We
great
would
for
watch
It's a
vision.
good city.
the
It's a good
movie
city.
even
I like it.
in class. Like you'd read about it like in the textbooks, and then they'd roll in the big box TV on like the wheel cart thing, and we'd watch it with that guy who's in Landman. My name is blanking. The new show.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton's
Bob
in it, and good movie. And as a Texan kid, you're like, it's messed up what happened. Not right, but history. But there's no, we don't study British stuff very much. But Mark Twain, I mean, everybody, we did have Mark Twain.
I like Huckberry Finn.
Yeah, Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah, all
Tom
this
Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer.
Now there is a version. There's a new book. This guy just launched a perspective of a secondary character from Huckleberry Finn. Yeah, have you seen it? Have you seen it? It's a secondary, so it's a spin-off of a secondary. The family allowed them to write a story about this. The
No, I'm
secondary.
not familiar with it.
Huh?
I'm not familiar with it. That's cool.
Yeah. So, but movies,
I'll have to
as
do a
you're,
whole episode on literature.
as you're saying about
Of
the
Mice
movie,
and Men.
yeah, Mice and Men, that too.
That one made me sad.
Well, Lenny is kind of like a character that you want to love, but he's trouble.
Because
He
he's
doesn't
mentally
know any
challenged.
better,
Yeah,
yeah.
he doesn't know any better.
But you know what pisses me off? How much sci-fi did you have it in school?
None. We didn't.
Oh come on, man! It's been there for 100 years already. Like why there is zero incentive to read that?
No, they don't.
Fahrenheit 451 was the only incentive that we had.
Yeah,
that was
There's
Yeah.
no celebration.
Oh
of
yeah,
fiction,
1984.
1984.
George
1984,
Orwell.
dystopian. It's a dystopian book,
Pig
right?
Farm.
Big Farm.
Pig Farm
Yes,
was another
the-
one.
Yeah.
So
we
Animal
didn't
Farm.
read
Animal Farm.
Animal Farm.
Yeah, we
Thank
didn't
you.
do it.
Not Pig Farm.
1948 we did.
Yes,
George Orwell and then,
1984. Yeah.
Yes, 1984, not
Yes.
1948.
Yeah, it was written in 1948.
It was about 1984. But
Exactly.
if you read that book now, there's a lot of parallels you can grab from the pages that are similar to things that happen today, that it's very interesting.
For sure.
It's just controlling the masses,
And then
right?
there are TV shows based on that. The Big Brother is based on on the cameras from that, and there's a British show called Room 101. Do you remember Room 101 from 1984?
Mm-mm.
It's where they put you where it's your punishment. They put you in the things you hate the most. They torture you, and you have to admit.
Like they find out your biggest fear.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard a concept about that. But I've
Yeah,
never
so
seen it.
there's a movie, Room 101, and they would have to go to the rooms where there would be the things they fear the most. So, spiders or
Ridiculous.
spiders and roaches, like in a room, and then you have to lay down for a minute or something like that. So,
Fear Factor.
yeah,
Joe Rogan.
was that?
Fear Factor.
Yeah,
Rolling
yeah.
show, too.
Yeah, he was the presenter of that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did something else before that, but that's
So
where he
probably
started
inspired
really.
on that.
A few movies,
Probably
participation.
inspired on this.
He made money at the time, like he was
News
doing well
Radio
for
was
himself.
the name of the
News
show.
Radio was the show. He done really well for himself. I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts, but he said he remembers when he got his first apartment. He had a pool table, and he's like, "I'm living life. I feel like the man right now. I got my own little condo. Got a pool table, got all this stuff. I thought that
I remember when he had
this was
hair.
the peak of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
You hit Fear Factor came, and then he starts going. And he had always kind of been involved in stand-up comedy and
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu and
Yes.
being a part of.
Mixed martial arts.
He was there day one for the UFC, and then when Dana White bought it and then brought him on, so his career has all been around that. And then his, love for psychedelics and things. Like he just has these really crazy conversations that I bet one day he's like, dude, we gotta sit down and record this. And he's kind of like not the first person, but he really pioneered the world of podcasting the way we know it today. Like he has
As a commodity,
he
I
didn't
agree.
start it
Yes.
because he was late actually to the
Yes.
game, but he
Yeah,
but when he started doing it, people were like, dude, what are you doing? That's weird.
no.
He goes, trust me.
He
I know I'm
optimizes
just, but I think he inspired so many people to keep
the commodity podcast.
this
Yes.
podcast is audio, and then he made it happen like that we have right now with video.
But you,
video killed the radio star.
and also with a lot of with a lot of the shows now are live. So basically, we are getting back to the radio era. You know, we're going to get back to the radio era. You know, because people listen.
So good.
How
Tune
much
in
more do you
live.
listen and watch? Do you more listen podcasts or more you watch the videocast podcasts?
Listen,
I personally listen, but it's because I'm typically actively doing something,
Exactly.
and it's calming I'm listening to something in the background while I'm doing other stuff.
That's what your grandparents did with radio.
Yes. But I also really enjoy watching podcasts too, depending on what it is.
And-
Certain ones, like comedic podcasts, like they show videos and they talk about it, it's like you have to see it or it doesn't make sense. But if it's just a conversation like Rogan stuff, you can just listen to it.
yeah.
Until they pull up like a tetrahedral this, look at the way this formed. Like I'm gonna have to look that up later.
Like we do, we show things.
So, because this experience, man, I've been listening to audiobooks since 1997. I learned English listening to John Grisham's books. You know, like the lawyer who writes a lawyer who gave up his career and write only about law and all the how dark the world of law is. You know, like lawyers. So I learned it English by listening to that.
Listening to that.
1997, I remember, was in Porto Alegre there in a Instituto Cultural. I remember that. There's a big. It's where the American embassy was. As everything was there. So they had it, man. The audiobooks, really? I don't enjoy reading that much.
I like the story, I don't like to read.
And I thought, okay. So then they had like, I don't know, 300, 400. I must have listened to, I don't know, 50, 60 of it. And the classics. I didn't understand a lot of things. But man, only these hours and hours and hours and hours of listening, you know?
Sure.
You pick up things, you know, especially when there are dialogues.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have, at the minute, I have 196 books online, audiobooks. Why? Because we listen absolutely every night. I listen to, and it's not a podcast.
It's a podcast every night.
Yeah, exactly. 30 minutes. You just put the alarm.
Yeah.
30 minutes, and you do it. Now I'm listening to one now, man. Outlive you guys, because I know you guys are more in a healthy, in a health path. Outlive. It's my doctor from Austin here. He mentions
about that.
his friends of. No, but you are.
I try to be. I'm not very successfully
Yeah, but
lately.
you're trying, Tim Ferriss,
Yeah.
who also lives here.
Yeah.
Is one of his best friend.
Oh, there you go.
So this
He's
guy,
all about
Is it
hacking
365?
health and stuff like
yeah.
that.
So it's kind of nice.
Hey.
Outlive.
I'm trying to inspire the people around me, you know?
Moving back, changing the subject a little bit, but how was everyone's Thanksgiving?
Good.
Yeah.
How did your brisket turn out? Did you do the coffee rub?
I did the coffee rub. I think
Yeah.
the brisket came out good.
What did you do the internal to?
205.
Okay.
I wrapped it at 175.
Okay.
But I think I need to adjust my temperatures a little bit. I think I need to put it in there a little bit longer.
It didn't feel done enough?
No.
205 is kind of like a sweet spot.
No, 205, it was done, but I felt like I overdid it.
Okay.
So I think I need to wrap it earlier
Earlier.
than 175, so probably 165.
How long had it been on before it got to...
I think 6-7 hours. At
Typically,
205, 210 was the temperature that I was.
when you wrapped it?
No, the temperature of the
No,
barbecue.
how long had it been in when you wrapped it?
6 hours.
And then it went for how much longer? 2 more
Another
hours?
2 hours.
I would...
8 hours in total.
Try to
Yes.
wrap it,
and then
when
I
you-
let it sit for another hour and a half.
If you try to wrap it, this could be too early. This is speculation. With about like 3 to 4 hours left, locking in the juice,
See, and maybe I think that's what it was.
and then
So-
you could try to pull it out at like 200, 195 even. It's
Yeah.
cooked at 195.
Right.
Safe to eat, but you don't want it like too gelatinous either. You know what I mean?
So, and that was it. Was
Did you see the picture of the one? I didn't do it at all. This is my
5 or 6.
stepdad's,
yeah,
but I thought it was really good.
It was really good.
It was borderline.
rare.
No, it was
For
borderline
$2?
dry. Like it was almost
$2?
too dry, so it needed sauce. Like it wasn't like you go to
Rock's price for
a
$2?
barbecue restaurant and you're like, oh, this. It needs no barbecue. It's just
Right.
melt
Because of
your
the
mouth
50%.
brisket. It wasn't that, but
Oh,
it was his
I
first time ever
remember
doing it.
now.
Also,
Yeah.
and I gave him some tips. I was like, Scott, this is good, dude. Like you could build off this easy.
So, and that I got a ton of compliments on mine. I'm just being picky on it because the
I'm the
fatty
same way when I
side,
cook stuff.
the fatty side melted in my mouth. I mean, it bent. You know, he did the finger test. It bent over. Had a little pop to it. It's just
I complimented him on his.
the smoke ring. That's
The
a
smoke
beautiful
ring, yeah.
smoke ring. Yeah.
It turned out that's ham, but yeah, all of that. I thought it turned out really nice. There's room for improvement. It's his first time ever doing it.
You shear it, or what did you do to get that?
Oh, you just sliced it?
Just
Yeah, just
sliced
sliced it. But he had never done it before. I've never done a brisket before, but I like brisket and I watch a lot of stuff online, so I just gave him a couple pointers. The same way, I didn't tell you any pointers on temperature. I was like, try a little coffee. Told him the same thing. He went on it. He's a turkey trot dude. Like he put it on, went up real early and did a little turkey trot, and then he came back and he's like, if I could change anything, I would have probably wrapped it a little earlier and
Yeah.
maybe taken it off a tiny bit sooner because it was just leaning dry.
Yep.
But it was still delicious and good with sauce.
So, and I also did a apple cider vinegar, apple cider spritz.
Did you put it in a spray bottle?
No, I had like a little water bottle that I kind of just,
Oh, that works.
yeah, just kind of.
If you go to like the Dollar
Spray,
Tree
yeah.
and get a spritzer though, and like really get after it and like let it mist it.
Yeah.
50
gonna-
cents. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna up your game the next time you try. I
We
promise.
do that with
Yeah.
oil too. You know, it's good.
I have one this big. I have the same thing when I spritz my coffee beans. 50 cents.
Yeah.
I have. I'm sure it's.
And we put it last, I think. You know, like we put it in the bottle, pick up a big bottle and put it in those.
Yeah,
you know, things,
because
and
the
then you have
apple cider
oil,
vinegar bottle's this
you have
big,
your
and you just pour it in a
vinegar,
pan
and
of
you
spray.
have-
But I just finished the last piece of brisket today.
Still good.
So it's phenomenal. It actually tasted, the drier parts tasted better the day or two after, where some of like the fat kind of got back into the meat
Okay.
and like
rendered in.
and then reheating it.
Are you reheating
phenomenal.
it in the microwave? or-
Microwave. Just microwaving it back up. I did it with like eggs for breakfast.
What size brisket did you buy?
It was a 12-pounder.
I think he bought like closer to like an 8. It was like a $50 like 8-pounder brisket.
Yeah.
And I think that was a little bit of the challenge too, where like the timing, probably he was using a recipe with like a 10 to 12 pound. He's using a smaller one. So
Yeah.
for yours, that timing, the timeline of it is probably right, you know,
Right.
for a 12 pounder. But I did the same thing. I had a bunch of leftover pieces like that. I just sliced them into little cubes and I threw it in a pan, reheated it, and then I dropped in scrambled eggs and just
Yeah.
scrambled it all together, put some jalapeno.
Yeah.
Delicious breakfast.
Phenomenal.
It's just egg, brisket, and jalapeno. Delicious.
Yeah.
Only thing I would add to it that I didn't have would like be some beans or something on the side, like some charo beans.
On the side, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like my food mixing. Some people are weird
Just
about food.
kidding.
I don't care, but I would have added that. I just didn't have
I know
it.
it's a joke
but,
here.
has to be on the side.
Yeah.
My
I know. It needs to.
what holiday was that? Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
My Thanksgiving was like this. I worked in the morning, and then I put a pork ribs to do it, but because I was like kind of running behind, I only did like 2 hours instead of the 3 that I like. So I had to up the temperature a little bit. It was pretty good, but it wasn't like, you know, the bones are not coming off like the way I like doing it.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it was like 8 o'clock in the evening, and Spock was showing me his like pocket watch, that like those olden days kind of watch that he has.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at it, and I was like, you know, almost like
You're tired.
yeah, I was like falling asleep. And I look, and it's like 8, and it's like 8 o'clock, and I look at my watch, like it's 8 o'clock, and so I held myself up until like 8:40. I went to the sofa and slept. Then when I woke up, everybody was like saying goodbye and whatnot, and I was hey, goodbye, goodbye, and then we went home. I was so tired. So I of the ribs that I did, I had like two slices, 2 bones, or whatever it's called, and I ate in the next following 2 days because I prepared like 2, and there's like a lot of food, and like for just 3 families. And everybody brought food back.
Typical Brazilian.
Yeah.
But or
It was
typical
delicious.
Thanksgiving, you bring it home food.
I went to my mom's house with 3 Tupperware glass containers to go.
Yeah.
I could have filled up more. My parents, my mom and my stepdad got married on Thanksgiving in 2016, and we all went on a cruise ship, so their anniversary is Thanksgiving. So on Black Friday, they always go and do something. Going forward, we have kids and stuff. We'll probably alternate years. Like 1 year, we'll go to Sam's family. They can have their own time, but they were leaving, so he's like, dude, take as much as you can, because it's just going to go to waste, because we're not going to be here till Monday.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
So I grabbed as much as I could, and we still have some left over in the fridge. I told Sam, I was like, we need to eat it, because tomorrow it's already a week old, so we need to eat it.
I ate in 2 days because the girls also ate it, for 1 day. And then the second day, it was just me. Like, they didn't want to repeat the food anymore. They wanted to eat something else.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I get
no,
that.
I respect that.
I'm-
the same way.
I'm keeping on it,
Well, I mean, yeah. My favorite thing, it's very gluttonous, but it's just like the leftover Thanksgiving, like turkey sandwich, where you get like a couple slices of bread, you put turkey on it, mashed potatoes, maybe a little bit like cranberry sauce. I get weird with it. You throw some green bean casserole, just put a bunch of weird stuff in it, and then toast the sides, and then cut it in half, and then every single time I do something different, and it's never bad. It's just like a combination of flavor that I'm like, yep, I like this time of the year, but I'm gaining weight.
It's pretty good.
My dad said the exact same thing. He was like, because we stopped doing turkey just because it's not appealing to us anymore.
Sure.
Like, we want to try other things. But he's like, you know what? The only thing I do miss is the day after turkey sandwiches.
Turkey sandwiches.
Because my mom would always make homemade bread.
Oh, nice.
So it's the big, thick loaves of bread, and it's super
Slice up
buttery. And we would do the exact same thing. Just load it up on all of the
Always look
leftovers,
forward to it.
macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Cream corn. Just throw it all in there and just have a sandwich out of it. Oh man, that was the best.
I'll make like a couple different kinds that come in half, and like this one's got corn on it, this one's got green bean casserole,
Yeah.
this one's got mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, just everything,
Yeah.
It's like, what else am I going to do with it? And every single time it's good. This
So
one
good.
just dip it in the cranberry sauce and take a bite. Growing up, I hated cranberry sauce. I love it now.
Oh yeah, it's
so
delicious.
good. But we always do turkey very like a specific way. So skin you can lift from the back, right? So take the compounded butter with seasoning. You stuff it all under the skin, but you can take an injector with juices and you literally inject the meat with. We do Cajun seasoning because I'm kind of Cajun, not really, but my family is. We always use Cajun seasoning, and then you bake it for a little bit, and then you put it in a bag, keep it low temperature, and it just locks all the juice in. So when it's all done, you do like low temp in this little bag it's in a metal pan, but you open the bag up, and there's literally like probably a gallon or more of just all of the juice that came out of the turkey, and you just keep like basting it back over the top. And then you can use that to make gravy and all this
Yeah,
other
yeah.
stuff.
You can do
That
that.
it's like it's so
I think you just add like red wine or something
Rich.
like that, and then you just
Whisk it.
whisk it until
little bit of
it
flour.
thickens a little.
yeah. You got a little
Yeah.
flour, but
You don't need to add flour if.
well, we're Cajun, so we make a roux out of it.
Okay.
But yeah, you could add many different things. You could add white wine and then put that in first and let it took off a little bit of like the alcohol.
Yeah.
Then you pour that. You can do so many different things, but it's so rich in flavor that you don't want to overdo it with the seasoning because you can't add anything
But
else to it.
You don't need to. It's just like, kind of like
But that on mashed potatoes.
cooking
is
it a
like
little bit to thicken
fucking
it,
crack.
so it becomes like a little deep.
Yeah. Well, and growing up, I never really liked turkey that much. My grandma always made it, and it was super dry. I didn't like it. And then we started doing it this way, and it's just like brisket from a barbecue place. Like you squeeze it, and juice is just oozing out. It's super moist turkey. It's my favorite part of Thanksgiving every year. I love all the sides too, but the turkey is just always what I look forward to now. I don't even like the spiral ham anymore. I don't eat much of it. I have a slice or two on my plate, and I'll have a little bit, but I look forward to the turkey. Now brisket. I want to start introducing like pork ribs. I think that's the way to go. Like dry rub pork ribs. Like let's cook some meat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to start doing.
That's what I've been doing, forever. I'm thinking for Christmas doing
Brisket.
brisket because I've done
I was
brisket.
joking, but sorry.
I've done brisket for
You should try it.
Lily and Alice's birthday once, but I did not the way it's done, the brisket. And the way I did in the end, the brisket was like, it's almost like a pulled pork. You know what I mean?
That's still really
Just
good
fall,
though. That was
yeah.
like chopped beef. Like
It was just like, it just disappeared, man. I think everybody was very hungry, but it was like a huge piece of meat that gone in
It was-
5 minutes.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
you blink and you miss it.
yeah. And it was so delicious.
I think this year for Christmas,
do it, man. Do it. That's
I'm
what
gonna-
you should do.
I'll bring some meat over to my parents' house, and then I'm gonna go real exotic. We're gonna do a picanha. It's probably real traditional for y'all, but for them, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is
I
this?"
know, all that beautiful fat around it.
And I'm just gonna do salt and pepper and baste it with like garlic butter, which some would argue is not even necessary, and it's probably not. But I think for them, they're gonna be like, "This."
I
Like,
know.
I'm telling you, I've been eating this for a while.
New Year's probably gonna be at Cora's house,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, New Year's will be at my house.
So New Year's probably gonna be at your house.
Is it?
I don't like
Yeah.
inviting myself to. No,
Well, you want to go over to my house for New Year's?
no, not unless I get invited.
Well, that's my invite. Do you want to go?
Oh yeah,
You're
Okay, there you go.
Can we
Yeah.
go too?
Of course.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Because every
What about Super Bowl?
Every year.
every year,
Oh, yeah, every year.
every year I go to Corner's house.
Yeah.
Every year.
It's
it's
a
been
New
like
Year's
5
tradition.
years now, I think.
Yeah.
Every single year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Christmas we do at Spock's.
So we'll be back.
We did once
Be
in
back
my
in time
house.
for Christmas.
Come on over.
Not Eve. But Christmas Day we always go to Spock's.
Well,
And then there's gonna be picanha over there. So
Wow.
I'm thinking about
well,
doing a brisket
I'll
and then
eat some
taking.
picanha.
Well, brisket. If you're gonna do like a full brisket, like a big true brisket,
Well, no, for New Year's I can come during the day
12-pounder or something.
and then we prepare the brisket
It's a lot
together
of meat.
because you have a nice barbecue now,
yeah.
a nice grill.
But what I'm trying to say is, Hilton, I woke up at 4 in the morning
Yeah, it's a long.
to get it prepped and ready to put it out on the barbecue. It
No,
takes
go
a
4 in the morning.
long time.
I'll go 4 in the morning.
Still
I
be
know you
awake
will.
from the night before.
We go there, we light a little backwoods,
Just chill. Yeah,
just chill, and then get it ready and going.
Yeah.
And I'll go.
can do it. All right.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
If everybody's free and has the time, we should try to go to Trail Lights this year.
Yeah.
We
By
can,
the way,
Yeah.
Chris doesn't want to go. Chris doesn't like walking very much. I mean, her feet get destroyed when she's walking.
But you just tell her wear some comfortable shoes. Sam's gonna go.
We bought her a wheelchair.
They can talk crap about us.
Yeah.
well, tell her.
I will. I
They
will
can
tell
complain
her.
to each other about us.
Tell her that
But
if
see, she didn't want to even appear on. I mean, it did catch her a little bit, the camera, but she didn't even want to appear.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
I saw
But
that.
look at that. If she wants to
Sam
to hire
loves
like
your wife, by the way.
wheels,
Oh,
like
thank
you know,
you.
like things
So,
with wheels, I would
it'd
do
be
with
fun to
her.
get her money.
Like
Yeah.
I rent
Like
two
a-
of them.
Hanging out with people.
A wheelchair.
Like a
That'd be
wheelchair
fun.
or something that you can
another
get
Push her
like
around.
You do it?
Yeah,
no,
I'm gonna do
like
it.
I would do the same. I would run her,
hero
you know,
play,
like
for sure.
for sure.
That's sitting there waiting.
For
Sorry, I talked bad about Backwoods all
So-
the time. Is this an original?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I could only ever have an original.
It's nice.
Sure.
All
good.
this honey, the bourbon, throw that in the trash.
If you run out, I got some in a car.
I don't-
I always keep
This
it.
is fine.
It's good.
It's the artificial flavor they add to the I can't do it.
Yeah. No, the originals are good.
The original is very good.
We have the Christmas trail to go.
I need to use the restroom.
Maybe maybe Mozart coffee.
Trail of Life. Yeah,
I
definitely
love
Mozart's
Mozart's,
coffee.
yeah.
And into the
Mozart.
new Havana, into the the first day, like the premiere of the new Havana, the cigar place.
When's it supposed to open?
I think next week or something like this. So I will figure it out and I'll let you know.
I could walk there,
Yeah,
right down the street from my house.
right. So yeah. So there is one thing we should try to go together next year. Okay, I was just thinking here. We have Formula One. We have an NBA game. We have an NFL game that I really want to go, and we have Austin FC when Messi is in town.
If he ever plays in town, that's the only thing.
Yeah, he might not.
This last year they never played. They didn't play.
he didn't
'cause-
come. He didn't
Yeah.
come. Yeah,
Well, they never played Inter Miami. So
they didn't. Oh, he's in the other conference.
he's another conference, so
Yeah.
it's just by chance if they play, then But I agree with all those. Let me know if you guys need tickets for things. I just found out that there's a veterans and first responders website where you can get tickets for like really, really cheap.
See, we should.
Really cheap.
And also hockey. We should go to a hockey game, man.
I've done a lot of hockey
Let's
games.
go.
It's
Let's go
nice.
to a
They're
hockey
so
game with the
fun.
family.
It's
I would
nice.
love to go.
Yeah.
Chris will go. She likes
Okay,
it.
so I'm gonna put hockey here
Hockey
too.
game. I mean, it's we always went to watch. Although in UK it was $10, 10 pounds, which is about $13.
Yeah, but was it professional hockey?
It was college.
Planning to go to a hockey game.
Ah.
Canada against
Texas
Coventry
and Cedar Park.
Okay.
The Austin Stars.
It was university
It's fun.
hockey. It was
Have you ever been?
wild.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We used to go hockey games in UK because it was our university in Canada. They'd always go to UK to play against Coventry, which was like 20 minutes from my house. So we always went, and it was like $10, to get in to watch, and it was so good. Chris loves it.
Yeah.
She will go to hockey games.
Have you
Cool.
been to one in Cedar Park at
No.
the HEB Arena or whatever? HEB Center.
Chris will want to go.
It'll be
It's
fun.
nice.
Man, many
It's fun.
times they'll get
My,
tickets for free. Like we.
Oh yeah, I'd love to go.
Yeah. So yeah. How
For
about
free?
how
Yeah.
No,
about
I'd love to go regardless.
how about baseball at the Diamond?
I'd love to go to that too.
Yeah.
My
You get tickets all
uncles
the time.
actually
Yeah.
grew
Wanna
up
go?
playing hockey,
Yeah, they do the kids. Okay.
and they were in like
So
a
baseball,
grown men's
baseball,
league, like in their 30s,
Dale
40s.
Diamond.
They used to play at Chaparral Ice in like a grown men's hockey league. They played hockey
Diamond.
their whole lives growing up.
Yeah.
So we used to go there and watch them all the
Dale
time.
Diamond.
And it's just
We can invite Jeff because Jeff likes skate.
it's a different
Which
sport
Jeff?
because when you walk in,
my house,
like as a
in
fan,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and it's just that
Hockey game?
brisk,
Yeah.
cold air. Like as soon as you walk through the door, like into a hockey arena, it's just like and then of course the fights. Always look forward to them.
I still to this day remember when I took my brother-in-law from Brazil, Marcelo, to the first hockey game he went to, and they started fight. There was like 4 or 5 fights, and I mean they were vicious fights.
Going at it.
And the first one, he goes like, "What are they doing, Connor?" And I go, "Yeah, you root for them. You root for them to beat their faces in." And he's like, "What is happening?"
They
So you
go
have an
until
idea.
someone falls on the ice. They'll
Yeah.
the refs won't break you up.
So we have an idea. We watched fights in the hockey games that the whatever it's called, the stick broke
Yeah.
Wow.
with the beating, man.
Nowadays you can't do that.
And
You
then
can't
the guy-
use the stick.
The guy got put in the bank for 2 minutes only.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Cool
And
off.
the crowd goes
Come back.
wild.
2 minutes. And he cools off a little bit, and then it will definitely cool off because it's ice.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cold. But
You'll have fun.
It's pretty
You'll
good.
have fun.
It's a bunch
We got a
of
lot of
like, let me
things.
grab your jersey, and they're
just
throwing
playing,
hooks the whole
Yeah.
time. That's all it is. Like,
I know
pull
it's
hook.
expensive. Some of
And
them are
until someone
expensive.
falls,
Some
then
of
they break it
them
up.
require
I love it.
plans.
Hockey's fun.
And man, other things I would like to do with you guys is traveling, you know, if you go to the beach, Florida or Texas here in the summer, for sure. I would
Next
like to
year
go.
we'll go. This
Yes.
year we didn't.
Well,
tough
In general, we really should do more.
tough
right?
year.
No, it's
Next
just
year
that-
we will go.
because if you write down and you plan,
Well,
when you see, you know, like we have the dates,
I
the
agree.
program in a year, you know.
Everybody, we all have our own families, so life gets busy with
Exactly.
things. But when there is time, we should all get together more and do stuff with the family and the kids. I
Yes.
think everybody, y'all probably already do that, you know?
Well, not this year. Last year, Conrad went to the beach with us.
Yeah.
Which beach did you go?
Report.
Oh, Freeport. No, okay. Yeah.
It was fun. We had a blast. We
Yeah, it was
loved
pretty
doing
good.
that.
My sister sold her house. I no, she still have the house
Oh, you
in
went
Port
to-
Aransas. No, she sold it. She sold
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
but
shit.
Port Aransas is
Shit.
you get jellyfish, and Freeport is nice. There's no jellyfish,
They're not far from each other, though.
Yeah, I
it's
know,
just
I know.
a little
I've been
further
to
south
both,
on
yeah.
the coast, isn't it? Freeport?
I've been to both.
and there is no convincing Chris to go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
any
of
other
course.
beach.
Well, don't,
Yeah.
why try? If you found a place that you like,
Yeah,
It's actually
Stick with
really
it.
comfortable. It's,
It's
just a
really
night, well, especially for the kids.
and
too.
the food of that restaurant is amazing.
Phenomenal.
Also,
Phenomenal.
3
Fresh
days
caught.
in Biloxi,
Florida was phenomenal,
Um,
but the prices is a
Hard
little
Rock
higher, I
Cafe in
think.
Biloxi.
Over here,
Yeah.
it's not.
That's what I'm
Man,
saying, because some of those
it's
beach
cheap.
towns,
And I
It's
tried
really good
for
coastal
everybody all the time.
Conrad was there.
12 different restaurants in there.
Sam doesn't like seafood, though.
I tried a Bloody Mary. Conrad was
Oh.
there, and I couldn't not drink that. You know,
I'm not a Bloody Mary fan.
No, I couldn't drink that.
Man,
It's
I
like,
was a
oh,
big-
Grow up.
Dylan told me to drink this.
I
thing,
was a big
and I
fan.
couldn't. I couldn't.
Grow up.
I was a big
Why?
Yeah, I was a big fan, man.
I
Like,
don't know, man.
in the morning, like
The tomato was too acidic or something.
but it's not supposed to be drank like that. It's more like you're drunk, and then it's 6 a.m. or 5
It's
a.m.
a
and
hair of the
then
dog.
you drink it. It's your recovery.
When you go to a really
I don't
fancy
get drunk.
brunch breakfast restaurant on a Sunday because you got fucked up on a Saturday
it.
night,
That's
there's
the
a
perfect
whole
place.
portion of the menu that's called hair of the dog. And
Yes.
it's all these brunch menu items for alcohol to get you over your hangover.
Yeah.
Which hair of the dog stems from like a rabid dog rabies bites you. To
Yeah.
cure yourself, you would take a hair from the dog and you would put it in the cut. Pseudoscience doesn't work. The same way that when you're hungover, you drink more alcohol, it makes you feel better. Kind of, you do feel better,
That
but
is
it's
actual
actually
science.
not.
It's
But it
not
doesn't actually.
working. You're just giving to your body what your body is asking for.
But it's not actually
Curing you.
curing you. It
No.
just makes you feel. So it's this whole hair of the dog theory.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yeah.
But I hated Bloody Marys, and to me,
Until you didn't.
so I didn't. Have you ever tried like a V8, like a can of V8, like the tomato
Yeah.
sauce V8? It was very popular for a while. That's what it tasted like to me. One year I was visiting my dad for Christmas, and we're driving back home. We got lunch at like a Mexican restaurant. It's early in the morning, like a brunch thing. We're going back home. He orders a Bloody Mary, and I was just in the Christmas spirit. You know what, Dad? Fuck it. Let me take a sip of that. I know I don't like this. I've had it probably 2 or 3 times before. I've never liked it. Let me just try it again. Took a sip of it. I fucking liked it. Since that day,
Yeah.
I've liked Bloody Mary. And don't get me wrong, I've had some bad ones where I taste it, I'm like, okay,
I
It's
get
bad.
it.
this is a bad one. But
Probably
it's usually
that's the one I had.
maybe not though. It just depends. One year we were visiting Sam's family in Louisiana for Christmas, and after our whole Christmas shindig, we all went out to a casino, and we stayed out till probably 4 in the morning. And we went to a roulette table, and I talked to her cousin. She was really into like Taylor Swift, and there's some albums like Red 20, 21, whatever it was. She's like, I'm putting my money on this one. I had been there all night playing it, spreading the table, and I like basically I made like $20. Like I hadn't lost money, but I really didn't make any money. And she came in and she said that, and I laughed like, you're crazy. Like you're gonna play it one time, and she puts it on the number, put 20, and she won. If I would have just put like a couple chips on there, and so the whole night she's laughing. She's like, I feel bad. You're the one that taught me this game. So she kept buying drinks for all of us. She's like, what do you want? I was like, I'm done for the night. I'll take a Bloody Mary. And I ordered it. It was terrible. It was all watery. It tasted like celery water, like all watered down.
It wasn't watery, the one I had.
It just wasn't good.
It was like thick and bad taste.
I like spicy Bloody Marys with like a bacon in it. Like you get salty.
Bacon didn't
Yeah.
have any bacon in it.
No,
You
there are
can't-
places, like,
you
even in
can't
Austin.
put bacon.
Have you ever been to like not super high end, just like a mid level, like
Probably the answer is no. But yeah.
like a buffet style brunch where you like they used to have it at like the Iron Cactus, North by Northwest, Trudy's. Like it's like those like iron covered buffet things. You walk around, you get stuff. They have the same exact thing, but it's a Bloody Mary station, and they give you the Bloody Mary, and then you build it yourself.
You build it. Okay.
So you put all the toppings and things. You can put bacon, a fried chicken wing, or a drumstick, celery, whatever the fuck you want, and it's a whole thing. It's really good with salty stuff, man.
I had a Bloody Mary drink, not food Bloody Mary.
But that's the thing at brunch. That's what I was talking about. Like you go to a nice place, you get a Bloody Mary with a stick of celery. You probably don't like celery, but bacon, and you could put a chicken wing in it, and so you could like
chicken wing in it.
It's not like ketchup. You're dipping the chicken wing in the Bloody Mary, and you're fucking eating it, and it's like, wow, that's good. And you're drinking it, and you take a bite of bacon afterwards, and it's like all this salination, the salt, and grow up. We're not little babies.
But
Drink a Bloody Mary.
I
and
was
enjoy it.
I
You
was
man.
having lunch,
Drink some vegetable juice.
yeah, it's
and you know,
there are moments for that. I agree with that. So there is this.
I ordered Bloody Mary. Like, can I have a Bloody
Man.
Mary? They brought it. And
Jalapeno.
yeah,
It could be like a grilled, deep fried jalapeno.
I ate the spices off of it.
There is this statement, right? So it's saying that you only know what a bad
I
sushi
know.
is after you eat a great sushi. Like you notice, like my God, I've been drinking like coffee. You know, like I've been
That is
eating
true.
shit, and then I know what it is, right? So I think we are ruined for a lot of food because when you're young, like in my case, right? So we didn't have money to buy good stuff. So whatever we eat was a bad quality. So we didn't say, "Oh, I don't like sushi." Of course, you ate it like shit.
Yeah,
you drink it terrible. So you see, the first time I always try to do. Okay, if I'm going to invite someone to eat something for the first time, it's something.
It's gotta be good quality.
It's gotta be good. You show it, and then you're gonna, like hope
Well,
that
you kind
person or
of,
that.
but also you ruin it for them too, because when they
True.
go and try and have it again, they're like, "I'll never have it the same as that." But we're not talking about going to a 3-star Michelin
I
restaurant.
want
It's
the
just
fame.
don't go.
And I was gonna say that's
want
when
the fame.
that's when they remember George made me this,
exactly.
and I will never have it the same. As
Don't
if I
go
have it
buy
somewhere
deviled
else.
eggs from 7-Eleven. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So you can replicate it. It's just people
Yes.
like, oh, I saw this at Walmart. Like, well, obviously it's not the same. But I'm not saying you have to go to a 3 Michelin star restaurant. I don't think in my entire life I've ever even been to one. But I've had some incredible Bloody Marys. My fear is that I hype it up too much. I love this place, and I love the Bloody Mary bar that they have, and then we go there, and he still is going to say, I hate it. That's fine. That just means it's probably not for you.
No, absolutely.
And so I'm not pushing anything on you that your taste palette isn't going to enjoy. I'm just saying, wherever you were, that's where my mind goes. If you didn't like it, it probably just sucked.
We should say something like, okay, you should try that food from that place made by that person.
And if you
Because
don't like
there's-
it, then I know you don't like that.
Exactly, because that's what the first thing Tamires and I did when we were in Brazil. A new restaurant, new Italian restaurant opens, right? I go there, man, and I eat tomato sauce. I eat tomato sauce, spaghetti tomato sauce, because if the guys know how to make a
Yeah,
a
the
basic-
simple
a basic carbonara or a basic, like some
carbonara is
spaghetti-
actually more advanced, though.
Yeah, it is, but it's traditional for Italian food.
It is traditional.
So I ordered both. We ordered both. So if we eat one and eat the other one, we say, okay, you see, the spaghetti is good, but the carbonara is not good. So we already know where the restaurant stands.
Yeah, well, and
Ranks.
that's a good basis, though, because you can tell right off the bat the quality of something simple when it's not good immediately. you know.
Ingredients.
But
right?
there's a huge variance. Spaghetti. Everybody knows spaghetti is traditional. But an outstanding spaghetti versus something basic.
Is it Barilla, or is it
Marinelli?
or is it just
the same with carbonara, though.
Yeah.
Because carbonara is very easy to mess up.
Yeah. So
Even as simple and basic, it's so easy to mess up.
but Tamires actually spoils me so badly because she cooks so well. By the way, I forget, man. I forgot it on
That's
the.
how I won over Sam.
Yeah. I left it on our counter.
She
Tamires
can't eat
made a homemade mayonnaise with lots of spices and things
Thank
that I
you.
would bring today, and I left it. Because I think my bag was too full,
Uh-huh.
then I didn't bring it. But
Here.
next time I'm gonna bring her
So take
her
you somewhere
homemade mayonnaise.
Where I'm
Man,
like, oh, Bloody Mary.
I'm excited.
Phenomenal.
you,
here.
you
And
won't
you'll
stop
sip it,
eating
like,
that thing, you know.
It's fucking shit.
And you see that the pork belly? To me, I think
But I would order one.
I think we ate like 7 or 8.
Just your
just with
sauce.
a straight face.
You know,
Yeah.
bao. You know, like bao. Just like a
It's fucking
Vietnamese.
shit.
food.
Yeah.
That's all you say.
It's like you could see
fuck.
like coming out.
It's not for you.
And pork belly.
I'll
is
order
delicious.
one and you
Pork
take the
belly's
first
really
sip,
good.
see if you like
It's,
it.
you know, tomatoes. I
And
think
even if you don't like it,
she
it's for me.
cooked
I'm gonna
very
drink
low
it.
temperature.
If you do like it, it's like
We watched a
There's
movie,
a
and
whole
after the
world out there
movie,
to
we
explore.
took it and we had it.
That's
I
awesome.
was gonna say
How
that.
is-
Order one. I'll try.
Have you heard about scongigino?
No, I'll drink it.
Do you know what a
Even if it's a
scongigino is?
shitty Bloody Mary, I'll like it.
Yeah,
'cause I like
shepherd's
Bloody Mary.
pie is a Brazilian shepherd's pie version.
But
Okay.
you don't drink a
Okay.
Bloody It's a
If you
brunch
wanna
thing.
call it
You
called
don't
Brazilian,
typically
it's
drink Bloody
scongigino.
Marys late at
Scongigino
night.
is hidden.
Yeah.
It's a breakfast
So
thing.
basically,
It
it's
was lunch.
kind of a.
You can drink it at lunch.
I was explaining to him about scongigino.
I'm
He
zapped.
never tried scongigino. Have you
You might have.
I might
Yeah,
have. I don't remember.
It's just like a kind of a shepherd pie, Brazilian shepherd pie, which you put it like it's made. It's made of manioc mash, instead of potato. You know, like
I'm not familiar. It's a starchy, like root
it's
vegetable.
cassava.
It's not cassava, right?
Cassava, yes.
It is
Yeah,
cassava.
cassava. Yes,
Cassava root.
manioc. Yes, cassava. It's
So
cassava
it's a
mash.
starch. It's a root vegetable. It's
Yes,
starchy.
and then you put it with cheese and other
So
ingredients.
it's like a
there.
shepherd's pie with
And
local
then at the
ingredients.
bottom, you have it
Do you have peas,
picanha,
like green peas?
chicken, or
can-
pulled
you can.
pork. So you eat it thinking, oh, I'm eating. Oh, it's delicious, right? So you keep eating. You're eating, right? So so it's usually like tall like this.
And then some
So,
carne at the bottom.
It's good, and then there is carne. Yes, there is pulled
You-
pork
you-
or
you find
like
things.
I'm
picanha
cultured, I know.
and chicken. Yes,
I know what carne
So,
is.
yeah, it's man, it's good because it's a surprise.
Barely, but I know what it is.
You know, like oh, there's meat in the end. You know,
Yeah.
like this shit is good.
It's still a little bit of a green
And then there is a
fat
perfect
piece of pecan.
ribeye meat in there. You know, so that's why.
My nickname is Gringo Dylan. Yeah, we do need to get into this. We're getting
Let's do the battle of the logos.
And who had the best week last week? If you want to highlight that.
Everybody. Oh no, you had it.
Yeah, but I think everybody had a pretty good week.
Everybody. I mean, we did 100% on sweeps.
Yeah. That's good.
Real quick, raise your hand if you won your fantasy matchup last week.
I didn't.
Christian McCaffrey, that mother effer, dude.
Just want to throw that out there.
100%.
One time! Okay, get the
100%.
hell out of here.
100% sweeps.
100% on the sweeps.
Unbelievable.
And look how many! Out of every game, only 4 were not sweeps. We went 100% on the sweeps.
12 games.
So where did we miss? Where could
Conrad,
we have improved?
15, Conrad. Oh my God.
And I was torn between the Steelers and Bengals, but I just went on a limb.
No, I was kind of there with you. I really thought the Bengals were going to pull that out, and that was a phenomenal game.
It's a fun game.
The
It's a good game.
Steelers played exceptional.
Yeah.
The one that really messed me up was the Eagles versus the Ravens. You were the sole survivor of that. I just thought that was going to be a more dominant performance from the Ravens. So maybe we're really seeing like the Eagles' true colors. Maybe
They
later
are,
in the season.
they're my number one pick.
Jalen Hurts to me doesn't have it all, but with Saquon, he has all this help. But their defense is playing so well that
Number one defense
maybe
picked him up.
Eagles versus Lions in the NFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl, that could be a reality.
I think that would be
An
very
Eagles versus a Lions game, it would be an amazing game to watch. I would probably lean towards the Lions, though. They're just
They're playing really good.
They're too good.
Yeah.
I would be Lions because I'm Lions.
Yeah. That's it.
This is our last week with teams on bye. We got 6 teams on bye.
Yes. Broncos coach.
3 less games, and then it's a real important week for everybody. This is our last week of the regular season in fantasy. We're going to find out real quick who's going to make the playoffs. And it's getting down and dirty. We're all within like a game or 2 of each other. Some people started off hot. Some people, like Conrad and I, started off really bad.
Yeah, you're doing fine. I think you're in first place, aren't you?
Hilton's in first place.
Yeah.
Conrad made a full comeback from fucking last place all the way up to second. I think now you're in third place or something. I was really bad in the middle. I'm in second now.
Yep.
But I think you have the most points.
I do have the most points, but I was looking at it. The only person who has clinched a playoff spot is Hilton, who on paper had the worst team. And I'm happy to talk about it on a week when Paul's not here because this is
Well, I've changed my team a lot.
it's just the nature of the beast. This is not Paul's doing. But this is a very important week for everybody, and it's going to be very interesting how it shakes up.
Who's winning the standings on the picks? Are you still number 1?
We are tied, my friend.
Oh, cool. I made some ground.
Hilton gained
I
1 on
lost some
Paul.
ground. I lost some ground.
George lost a little bit of ground, but Hilton gained some ground. Paul went ahead, so if you keep that momentum going, there's 4 weeks left. Paul, the expert, could be in last place.
Paul, if you're watching this,
He's not watching.
you've been missed.
I told him we were going to miss him earlier, but if there's anything I know about Paul, he will never have time to watch an episode of the podcast if he's not here.
He never has time to do anything, to be honest.
Well, he's too busy rooting on a losing Aggie team.
Oh, you're putting who won, and you haven't put it for a while. Who won the H column? What is the H column?
You're correct. I have been a little bit lazy on that. This is just people who won the weeks.
Yeah.
So week 12.
Don't forget to send me.
I can
Don't
move
forget to
it.
send me.
I thought I did. You should have access to this. It's 2 sheets on the same thing.
Okay, all right. All right.
So there's a tab
No,
here.
no, just do you remember that a second one so I could play around?
Yes, you're right. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, just do it.
Like a copy?
Yeah, copy because those
Can
things.
you? Did you get the new iPhone update?
I don't know.
Because there's a feature now where you can send a text on a schedule. If you schedule to send me a text at like
I would do that. I would do
at
that.
10 a.m. tomorrow morning,
Okay.
1,000% I'll do it.
Okay.
But telling me now I will forget because I've got way too much going on right now.
Or you simply go there. Yeah. Or you simply go there on share.
Let me tell you this. Dylan, the other day, I was like, hey, Dylan.
I've been sick over the weekend, by the way.
Yeah, he was sick. And it's like, Dylan,
I'm still sick.
we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta do that,
But I'm
gotta do
not
that, gotta do that.
contagious.
And then I was like, I was doing all the things, and I had to go out and come back. And then Dylan's like, I freaking have
Or Dylan.
6 things to do at the same time.
Just going share over there.
I was doing,
was a
I
busy week.
can't, so I had to change to mine.
That's good.
And I'm going to do, no, I mean, it is good because we're busy. It was just funny, and I'm going to do copy like
Yeah, you can
this.
say that. Yeah, just make a
We're going to
copy.
make a copy.
Yeah.
It was just funny. I had been sick. I'm still a little sick. Like, I don't feel great, but I shouldn't be contagious.
Oh, okay.
It started on like Saturday, and then we're Wednesday now, so I should be okay. But
Sick is his religion. That's all he's saying.
yes, but I don't feel good. Like I don't know what it is. Everything else feels fine, but my throat, like everything, like when I swallow saliva, it feels like razor blades.
And he's on his second backwards.
So it still feels that way. But I came in late on Tuesday, and they were coming back from a networking event, and he walks in, he's like, hey, can you do this? I was working on something. And while I'm working on that, I was like, hey, by the way, can you also do this?
Well, 6 things that I put on him to do. Because
And then
I
it came
had
to the
other
point
things.
I had to hit F3 on my laptop to see all the things, and I had like 12 things open. I was like, I don't even remember the first thing I was originally working on because I still have like mental fog going on. I'm like not even 100% right now. I don't know what. And as of today, we were busy, so I didn't work on my computer till we got back at like 2 something.
Yeah.
Still haven't finished all my tasks from yesterday or today, so it's good. We're busy.
Yeah.
But I'm such a I'm like a process oriented, like detailed person. I'm like, I'm not OCD, but with work I'm like very process oriented, and it's bugging the crap out of me. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I have so many things I need to do, and I don't have the time to do it.
And you're doing something that I did not ask you to do, but we gotta do it anyways, and you're doing it.
That was the first thing I was
Which
doing
is
when
the new
you.
system, yeah.
That's the first thing I was doing when you walked in.
Yeah.
Before I was working on commission reports and profit analysis and other crap. That's the first thing I was just trying to do to like check off because that's the only thing I didn't know what else was needed. Like I know that needed to be done. What's your email, George? It's with the J?
Yes. This one, yeah, it's gonna be this. Yeah, that's one.
You're an editor.
Yes, this one. Yeah, because now I got it. Yeah, good.
So this is a copy.
Yeah, because this thing, like, who won? I'm gonna put there. Is gonna the column.
You do whatever.
Is gonna tell you. It's gonna automatize a few things. You know.
Go nuts with it.
Just automatize a few things. Yeah.
You
Stupid things, you know, but
It's not stupid because it took
helps.
me a while to figure this
it's
out.
gonna save you time. I'm just gonna do that.
But last season, it was paper.
Exactly. No, I love it.
I did this on like one day where I had some free time, and Hilton's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just trying to make it easier."
Preparing for battle.
Yeah,
of the
Yeah, I'm
Logos.
preparing for the Battle of the Logos
Logos,
2024 to 2025.
Yeah.
Sweeps can be automatic. Once that goes, sweep
Yes.
appears. you
That's
know?
a formula. You can do that.
Yeah, and also, for example, there when you put the teams there in the column,
Yeah.
Ravens versus Chief. Whatever you click C is gonna you're gonna have a drop down, you know. So for you, you don't have to type anymore. Just drop down.
Do it.
For you, just because I don't want to change the mechanics too much.
Dude,
because the
I've-
mechanics, it's good. You know, like we are discussing, and then
built-
The display is good. You're
Yeah.
going to be changing the mechanics actually.
yeah,
The
Which
display
is
good.
like the quality of life type of situation. Like
Exactly.
for me, like yeah. I love that. I probably put this whole thing together in less than 30 minutes, and I
Exactly.
was like, "Oh, this is great."
yeah, that part.
Now that I'm doing it, I'm
the
like-
teams there is the hardest part.
It is 10 times better than last year, but it's still work.
Yeah, exactly. So
But at least it's all done now, today, not in the future. So let's pull up week 14. Might have to run it again. Battle of the Logos.
No, it's okay. I have the.
It's like the episode, I don't need Sunday Night Football. But we went over coffee. We put up the Battle of the Logos, and then we talked for another 20 minutes before we got to the picks.
And then we did it again. Yeah.
And we did it again. Thursday Night Football, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. So it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. You can put it down to game of the week for me.
Me too.
I need to pull
yes,
up Paul.
that's the game of the week for sure.
If everybody else is doing it, I'm not going to do it.
Lions.
H,
Okay.
K,
G.
G. What about Paul? Paul didn't put any of his games of the week, so I'll have to get those later. But we can have him go off first. He put the Leones.
Same here.
Sweet.
Ooh, I don't know.
What's your pick, George? Lions or Packers?
Lions.
Well, then it's definitely this, so it comes down to you, Hilton.
They're playing home.
Yeah, I'll go
tough.
Lions. I'm always Lions.
Yeah.
It's just because Lily likes the Packers.
And the
They're
Packers
playing
are good.
great. The Packers can afford to lose this
I
game. They're still
will-
making the playoffs.
I will watch this game with Lily.
It'll be on Prime Video
Yeah, I will watch it.
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
They can afford to
Good
lose
game.
this game, and the Packers are playing well this year. I'm looking forward. They're a fun team to just watch, even if they're not
9-3.
your
That's
team.
good. Yeah.
They're one of those teams that I always enjoyed. I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan, regardless of being a Cowboys fan. But even after he left, I still like the Packers. They're just classic team, easy to root for.
Yep.
We have the New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins, AFC East matchup. Both of these teams probably are not going to make the playoffs. So this is just one of the... We're still 4 weeks out, by the way.
Dolphins.
So it's not like the end of it all, but...
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Fins up. Is that not sweep?
I'm gonna take the Jets here. They're coming off a couple of losses. They're gonna win one of these next 4. This is probably dumb, but I'm gonna take it. You see Paul's pick here. You're Dolphins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins, Lions, Bucks, Dirty Birds. What's the Dirty Bird? Fins up. He got creative in the way he sent it over.
Yeah. The way he speaks, right?
Yes. Okay. We have the Atlanta Falcons at the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are 10-2, but they've been playing a little bit.
Yeah.
They're on fraud alert for me.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm still gonna pick them in this game, but they're not playing like a 10-2 team right now. Anyone have any thoughts on that? Falcons maybe pulling off an upset. The Patriots almost won last week. By the way.
These very three first one is like Vikings, Dolphins, and Lions, which is my teams.
Yeah.
Remember?
Exactly.
Yeah.
From last year?
And this year,
Yeah.
gonna go Vikings.
I think
It was looking like this year as well.
Yeah.
for Christmas, I'm gonna ask for you to lock in with one team next year.
Probably it's gonna be the Lions. Yeah. I don't
Because
know. I like the Vikings.
I've got to
I'm
swallow
so-
my pride when the Cowboys lose. If the Seahawks were to lose,
I gotta
gotta-
swallow my pride.
you got to pick one.
Yeah.
Not today. Next season.
Yeah.
If I were you, it'd be the Lions.
Yeah. No, I like the Lions a lot.
Paul was also
I
Vikings.
like the Cowboys.
I assumed your pick. You were Vikings, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we have
It's a
the
sweep.
New Orleans. I'll go back. We have the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants.
I'll go Saints.
Saints. Nobody believes
Saints.
in
The Giants anymore.
Yeah. They're tanking for sure.
That'd be their best bet at this point. I thought the Cowboys were tanking, and they won the last two.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Panthers. I misspelled that over here. We have the Carolina Panthers at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles.
It's going to be
Eagles.
birds up, right? I'd love to see. I haven't looked yet. If Paul, he's just an Eagle hater. If he stands on business and goes against him or not. Yeah, he called them the. I'm assuming dirty birds.
Well,
Okay.
if it is against the Panthers are not birds.
The only other birds would be Falcons and or Cardinals, right?
Cardinals.
Seahawks.
Cardinals should be angry birds.
He picked cards though over the Seahawks. He loves doing that.
Idiot.
I think dirty birds is Eagles.
He's
I might have to come back to that. Browns at Steelers is going to be a good game, but it's going to
Steelers.
have to be the Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers for me.
We're at the part of the season where we know too much about these teams. It's going to be a lot of sweeps. But
Here we go,
look what
right.
happened last week.
Here we go.
you never know. You
Shouldn't feel
never
bad about it. Raiders at Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
I have to start. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to step on your business.
No,
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
not stepping on my business. You have a deep voice. You can do the same thing. Yeah. Buccaneers.
It's a classic. Man. It's a-
You gotta do it.
I think
Bucks.
that's a sweep.
Yeah, Bucks.
and this is.
I am starting Baker Mayfield this week because
$2,
Lamar
$2.
Jackson's on
I
bye.
would pay.
But they've looked good. For a team that is 6-6,
Uh huh.
the worst thing that happened to them this year is losing Chris Godwin. That's really screwed them up. And they have had a revolving door of running backs. And Bucky Irving had a fucking phenomenal game last week, and he got hurt. But he should play. We'll see.
Who plays at home? Titans.
Yeah, Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. This could be. Hey, anybody want to go out on a limb and say this could be the game 2 of the week?
No, because they're
the
terrible.
the
Teams.
2-10 Jags versus the 3-9 Titans. Two
No.
terrible teams could put up a good game though,
Yeah,
because
they
they're
could.
both struggling to one up each other.
Based on mistakes.
Yeah.
You know.
Watch that game be like 34-41 at the end of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, that went to overtime, and probably won't happen. I'll take the Titans because I think
Yes,
Tony
Titans
Pollard.
Same here.
Also, I don't know if anybody watched any NFL last week. Trevor Lawrence took a really nasty hit to the head, and he got a concussion.
Really bad.
Caution, yeah.
Al Shahir from the Houston Texans got suspended 3 games. So,
Wow.
um,
So he's off of the season now.
there's 4 games left in the regular season.
So he's gonna play the last.
Yep, and the
Of the season.
Texans more than likely will make the playoffs, so he will play after that too. And they're on a bye week this week anyways, so it's of no consequence. Unless it's the 3-game suspension, then that means
Then
he.
he's only gonna play in
In
the
the
playoffs
playoffs if
if
they
they
make
get through, which
Yeah.
potentially they will.
I should know the answer to that, but I'm gonna be candid with you. I don't. So it could be 3 weeks only, or it could be 3 games. But I think it's 3 weeks. But I don't know if you're familiar with football at all. When the quarterback runs, they have the ability to slide. The NFL really protects the quarterback position Only one person really plays that position well, and then when a team loses a quarterback, it really fucks their season up.
Yeah,
So you're running,
they have to
a
protect.
guy's running at you, they can choose to slide, and as soon as you initiate the slide, wherever you're at, that's where you're down, not where you end the slide, where you start it. And it's to protect the quarterback. He did that, and the guy on the Texans came in and dove with his elbow and forearm and hit him in the head. He smacked his head, and he started doing like the fencing thing that Tua does when he gets. So it was a bad situation. So I don't expect him to play. I don't even know who the backup Jags quarterback is.
Mac Jones.
Okay, Mac Attack could. Who knows? Sometimes
No, he threw like 4 interceptions.
Sometimes backups come in and the other team doesn't really have tape on them, so they don't know what to expect.
Shaping
but
up a lot of sweeps.
Either way,
It was like that last year, though.
Yeah.
The final
But
few
last-
games.
yeah, I guess I don't even remember. I just remember last year I was weary of sweeps because we were like low percentage.
Very low percentage.
We are very high percentage on
Percentage.
sweeps this year, which means we're learning. Which I'm impressed. You guys are watching some ball, or at least you're watching statistics on ball,
Yeah.
No,
which is all fine.
I'm not watching, but I'm following a little bit on the news because I look at the app and I read about it.
Yep.
Well, and I said this last year. The number one thing that's going to help you with that is fantasy football because it's going to keep you up with actual players that you're following. And like, how's this team doing? How's it? So
I still don't know the players. I only see some of the news and I see some of the injuries and stuff. And you bring it up, when you come in on
You'll get
on
better
Monday.
next year. You'll get better next year too.
you get better every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
And I learn when they are questionable, when they are out,
It's okay.
or they are in bias. So I check the player.
Yeah.
So I've been learning this way, because it's the only way I
Every
have
player
free
is going
time.
to be
There's so many
questionable.
other interests, but
70%
Throughout,
of
yeah.
out of the entire season, I think every individual player
But
is going to be
CD
questionable at least 70% of the time.
CD is
Yeah.
being
Because it's
questionable every single game.
And
Yeah.
he plays, yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, my big toe hurts. They have to report it. It's questionable. He's going to play most of the time.
He's playing PD.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, here is an extra massage for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, he's not
Come
Deshaun
on.
Watson.
I'll get the Seahawks.
See,
I'm going the Hawks.
I think we're
Seahawks.
I think we're all Seahawks except for
Okay, I got one for
Hater.
Seahawks. The Seahawks!
What is that? Oh my god!
It's a bird!
I'll take it. I'll take it.
It's a bird!
Not bad.
freaking Seagulls.
It's a bird! Come on!
We have the Buffalo Bills at the Los Angeles
Build for
Rams.
me. I don't care.
Give me the Bills.
Who is
Give me
this
the
playing?
Bills.
Builders.
Yes,
Same.
that's hard, but I'm gonna get the Bills.
It is hard.
I like the Builders though. I might be Buffalo
Man,
next year.
I'll
I don't
tell
know.
you.
Buffalo. My AFC team that I've always liked is Buffalo.
Those plays on ice
Dude.
impresses
Did
me,
you
man.
watch the game in the snow?
I did.
man,
I
this
watched.
is the game we should go.
Did they manhandle
Yeah.
the
This
Niners?
is the game I really want to go
highlights.
into the NFL.
I watched
That would be
highlights
awesome.
A Buffalo
3
Bills
times
game,
because
yeah.
I watched
Oh,
twice and then you
snow.
showed me one.
Think about your
Isn't
kid
it like
going
Dude.
everyone else
Think
is like,
about
oh
your-
god, I'm not going to play the snow.
my
Buffalo's
God.
like,
it would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
If
It would
there's
be
no
black.
snow, I don't wanna
It would be
play.
black.
This one I would go.
they're
for
on the other side of
Oh,
the
yeah.
spectrum. We have the Chicago Bears.
Bears.
At the San Francisco 49ers. I'm Bears. You're Bears?
Yes.
We go 49ers.
You shouldn't. NFC West. You're going to root for your rival?
It's okay because they're in third place.
Well, hold on, I'm gonna see what.
I'm going to do this and change answers because it's easier.
And I'm going to put
Because
that
I
as
know
game,
that he's Bears.
game 2 of the week.
Yeah, game 2 of the week too.
This is my game 2 of the week as well.
Wow.
My game 1 of the week might surprise you.
I wanna go.
It won't surprise anybody.
I wanna go Chicago, but the problem is the Paul went Chicago as well, and I need to build up against him, and I've been picking the same pick.
They're playing
Lions,
at
Dolphins,
home.
Vikings, Saints, Eagles, Steelers, Bucks, Titans. You're up on him one with the
On
Seahawks.
Okay, I'll keep.
And you're
I'll keep
already.
Chicago.
So worst that could happen as of right now,
Is a tie.
you're back to tying. This is going to be my game 1 of the week, just to spice things up. We have the Chargers at the Chiefs. Chiefs at home playing a little testy, and the Chargers have been playing well, although they did just lose J.K. Dobbins.
How long has the Chief playing?
That's my
That
second
way.
game.
How long has the Chiefs playing that way, and then you bet against them?
But I think all season.
Yes.
But that's what I'm. If you go back to the first game of the season, they lost, or I'm sorry, they beat the Ravens
Yes.
because Isaiah Likely caught a ball and he was out of bounds. If this was in bounds and this is out of bounds, that's how much his toe
Yes.
is out of bounds.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was
And
a
It was
great
like
game.
literally it was half an
Kevin
inch,
Durant's.
Yeah.
3/8 of an inch.
Yeah,
Kevin Durant's
And-
toe.
yeah,
It was
You
a
know,
close-up
remember that?
camera.
They asked
remember?
about
I
it
think
at
it
the
was
end of the
one of
game,
the most
and,
famous in the history of NBA. I think.
yeah.
Patrick
That
Mahomes is
ball,
laughing. He's
like,
like, "Man, you got to wear
3
white
points.
cleats."
Oh.
Because
They
that
win.
part of the field is
Oh my
it's
God.
green and then it's white.
Yeah.
then,
If you're wearing white
of
cleats, you
course.
get the benefit of the doubt. But
The great happened.
there's that. I mean, that's one example. It's the first game of the
50
year.
points. He scored.
There's been a few more where they've really kind of gotten bailed out and barely won. The Broncos kick being blocked. There's a bunch. There's at least probably 3 other games they could have lost. So I'm not betting against them to win. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. I'm just
Yes.
saying this is going to be a competitive.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think it's gonna be a good
There's a
game.
big chance to be an upset.
Yeah, it's not. You could go either way. I just think Chiefs at 11-1.
Yeah.
This might be the worst. Not the worst team, but the worst performing 11-1 team I've ever seen.
There was one
Where it's
game.
just getting lucky. They've got devil magic going on.
There was one game that the Chiefs won, but it wasn't like a high-scoring game.
No, all of their games have not been high scoring.
Yeah.
Yep. Chiefs.
Which means maybe if they keep figuring it out, they're saving it for the playoffs, which wouldn't surprise me.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
I'll go with Tyler on this one. Shout out to Tyler.
Tyler Hall, TJ Renovate.
TJ Renovate.
All right. We got the Bengals at the Cowboys.
I'm torn in this
I'm
one
the
because
boys.
I've been
I'm the
betting
boys.
against the Cowboys so many times they lost twice. But I'm gonna get the.
I'm sorry. I'm a diehard fan, but I'm being realistic
Yeah.
here. They're not going to win this one.
I'm gonna get the Bengals.
Yeah, I
too.
don't know. Yeah,
No, hold
Bengals.
on. Who is Paul? Paul. I'll go Bengals then. On another thought.
Yeah, there you go.
On a
You're
second
gonna,
thought.
he's being hopeful, and this is one I'm happy to get wrong if the Cowboys win, but also at the same thing, like at the same
But
rate.
hold on, but the
Emotional
Cowboys
hedge.
won the last few games.
That's what it is.
Last week.
Yeah, but the Cowboys last week played. I don't even remember it. So like the Giants, and the week before we beat the Commanders, which I voted against them. He's the only one that voted for him because the Commanders been playing well. I don't think we have it in our bag with a backup quarterback to play that well against the Bengals. Also, Joe Burrow. Someone's asking him about like, how do you feel about potentially like you're out of the playoffs at this point? He's like, to be honest with you, this whole season, like the last thing on my mind is the fucking playoffs. Like it's just been a week to week battle.
Quickly here.
So I think this would be a nail in the coffin for the Bengals if they lose to the Cowboys, even though they're the away team. I think he would. I love the Cowboys. It's not our year, and I'm happy to accept that. I'm actually happier to accept it earlier than the year and to have so much hope and then lose first round of the playoffs. To me, that hurts worse.
On fantasy, Conrad was set to beat me, and out of the blue,
Are you rubbing it in his face?
no, but he was set to beat me like by 10 points.
Yeah.
Remember?
No, I know.
And I was like, there was nothing I could do. And it's like, I have no players to put into play.
Well, he's been waiting all year for Christian McCaffrey to come back.
And Christian
he's out for
McCaffrey
the year again.
Came back and blew his knee out.
How do I see my team on here? My
I'm
team.
just hoping I don't lose to you this week.
It's a high likely chance you might. It's going to be a battle, honestly.
It looked like a good matchup.
Put the Bengals. Put me down for the Bengals, please.
I have Joe Mixon
Bengals
on bye,
win, yeah.
Lamar Jackson on bye, Derrick Henry on bye. All of
Yeah.
my best players are on bye, so if I still win, I'm feeling good come playoffs.
In the app, I cannot see.
I can afford to lose, though. I should still make playoffs. By
CD
Yeah.
Lamb. How can I see in the app CD Lamb's average?
Bengals or Cowboys,
his name.
George?
That a Bengals.
I assumed that, but I just had to double check.
Click his name.
Okay, and that wraps up our battle of the logos.
Oh, hold on. What is TAR? Target?
What?
Over here.
He's
This.
just checking statistics. So there's an acronym or a
Targets.
or abbreviation.
So that's what I was gonna mention that.
That's
like,
how many times he's targeted per game. Like how many times the quarterback attempts to throw in the ball. He's been targeted.
Okay.
So there should be REC receptions. So if he has 10 targets and 8 receptions, that's pretty good.
Let me ask you a question. In basketball, right? So some players, they get to the game, they know how many shots they're gonna get in the game. Like, well, Curry needs to take minimum 13 3-point shots. You think that does that happen also in football? Like the certain players will receive.
We need to run 100 yards.
Exactly. They have to. You have to pass through to that guy. Like something.
More or
like
less, there's what is called scripted drives, and
Yes.
it's typically the first drive of the game, sometimes the first 2. And all week you practice, you watch tape. This is how this defense plays. This is typically I line up in this formation. This is what they're going to do to play against us. You know all of these things. So to start off the game, I've got these X amount of plays that are scripted. I'm going to play this, and if all things goes well, we go down the field and we score. As soon as that doesn't happen and you're hit in the mouth, same way when you're playing fantasy football, like, I could start Chase Brown at running back. I could start this guy. I could do this. I've got to second guess yourself.
Right.
So there are scripted things, but then you have to go off script really quick when things don't happen the way you want them to. So other than superstars,
yes,
which would be Jokic and superstars.
Kevin Durant. He's gonna shoot 25 balls a game.
CeeDee Lamb, as you're saying, that's the type of guy, like, it's in your best interest to keep targeting him as much as possible. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Before he got injured, the guy who left, Stephon Diggs, he's out now. But there are guys that you will try to target that guy because it's in your best interest.
Yeah.
But then things go off script, and you have a guy that pulls so much attention, like a CeeDee Lamb. 2 guys start bracketing him. That opens up the door for this guy over here.
The orbits, yeah.
And so then it changes things. But as a rule of thumb, you expect, at a very least, we're expecting 10 receptions. That should lead to about 100, 120 yards, hopefully a touchdown, which is going to be 10 plus 12, 22, and a touchdown is another 6. That's almost 30 points, depending on the matchup.
And this is something I like more about American football than soccer, because you see, if you score a goal in soccer, your score is going to be the highest. You understand what I'm saying? Like 2 goals, and you are the man of the man of the match. Do you understand what I'm saying? So because the score is so low, so goals are assists second, but goals are disproportionately evaluated.
But imagine an alternative universe where the league regulated it and added rules to really disadvantage the defense so that it made it way more common to score a goal, made it harder to defend.
3 goals, like 2 on the sides and 1 in the.
That's an
But
option.
he's saying the opposite, right? So he says that
that would do
That's
that.
an option. But something, right? But it'd be like, so the offsides rule, right? Now it's like, it's not even just offsides. When a player passes, like a defender can't be within a certain amount. So it really helps, whatever the rule is, arbitrary, helps the offense go down the field, and the defense has to spread. Now it's like all these players forward, the defense can't have 7 back here. You can only have 5. You have to keep 2 in the middle. So now it's more advantageous. It makes it easier to score. Over the years, as an analogy, that is what the NFL has done. They have prioritized the offense, and they've made it harder on the defense. So you're not seeing a bunch of 20, 22 score games. Their goal is like, I want a 40 to 35.
Yes.
Someone scoring 50 and someone having 40 point, like high scoring games.
Like basketball too,
And
Because
all the points they are
people like
scoring
to
now.
see
You have
points.
to score 120 points not to win.
People like to see points scored.
I got a solution then.
Same with baseball.
Because it was
a 6-5 game versus a 2-0.
Yeah.
You want to watch the 6-5 game? That's
Exactly.
11 points scored.
Yeah.
Dylan, look at this. Soccer. You have the goal
Boring.
and the goalkeeper. And then let's say you have 2 goals with no goalkeepers
Yeah.
just next to the.
Now we're playing Quidditch.
No, hold on. Next to the. Yes, it's pretty much Quidditch. Next to the corner kick on the sideline, like a 4-foot goal with no goalkeeper.
Still takes skill.
Yes, somebody would have to kick the ball to get there, but they would always keep like a defense
In the
wide
area.
enough to be able to intercept that ball. So
But that keeps them off the angle.
that keeps off them the middle where there is a goalkeeper in there. They could even like reduce the size of the main goal,
You're onto something.
and then just like a 4 foot, like a meter and 22 centimeters on the side next to the corner kick.
You mean like like a hockey goal? More like a
Yeah, like a hockey goal.
Hockey goal.
Like a hockey goal.
To visualize it better.
That would be very difficult to hit the ball in there, like from a distance. And, defenders would have to keep wide, which opens up a little bit the middle for the goal.
Since we're going
I like
crazy,
that.
since
I
we're
like
going
that.
crazy, right?
Call it,
So why
kill
not
ball.
putting the goal is not free,
That'd
at
be
the
a
ground
sport to
level.
watch.
The goal is this big, but you could only score the lower part, the lower part. There's nothing in there. You have to just like a.
Oh, you gotta get off the ground.
Like a hockey,
Because
yeah.
if you because if
A
you
hockey
do like
goal.
like a ball, how to call it? Haster. How would you say that?
Just a flat ball on the
A
ground.
flat ball. It's just a flat ball. You can score from anywhere. But
It's gotta add
now
some
you
elevation.
have an elevation. Now it's harder.
Quidditch.
Now it's harder, right?
But I'm
Yeah,
saying,
Quidditch has like 6 goals.
if we lived in another world and we were just like fucking billionaires with stupid money, we love to sit down and have a podcast and talk shit. Like, guys, let's just throw stupid money at this and call it kill ball and form a league, because that is really interesting.
Yeah.
I like the idea of that because it forces the defense to spread,
Yes.
but
Opens up. More
Spread the
goals is going
floor.
to happen.
You
But
spread the
that's
floor.
equal
My
for
question
both
is-
sides.
my
Yes,
question is, so the main
exactly.
goal, is it still worth 1 point? All of them are worth equal points? Or are those worth 1 point and now a main goal is worth like 2 or 3 points because it's a bigger goal?
It could be 1 point only.
Or the opposite. Is this 1 point and these small ones are
If
worth
it's
2
flat,
because it's so small? I,
think,
don't know.
Yeah.
That's
it's
another... Let's do a
It-
trial run. They're all...
easy. Yeah.
It could be.
I would look...
It could be 1 goal because it's so difficult.
Form a men's league to
You're playing with your
fucking
foot.
play around
Right.
with this.
I'm just thinking. Your guys
I
telling
like.
that.
I like the.
When
Instead
can-
of like a 7 foot, if it is like a very small goal and low, like a too high,
7 meters.
too high
Seven-
by
seven-
3
seven
wide.
feet.
Yeah.
Too high by 3
Of
wide.
the ball itself?
No, the goal.
Yeah. The regular size goal?
So you have the regular size goal in the middle,
Yes.
but on the corners on the side, it's like a
2 foot high?
2 foot high
Go.
and 3 feet wide.
Yeah, so it's small.
It's very small.
this big.
Yes. No, it's about this big, but this tall.
Yeah, but it's
Right.
only this tall.
Yeah.
This is like...
Okay,
20
right now
it's
is
not that big.
Yeah.
It's 24 by 8.
What's the size
goal.
of a soccer
24
ball?
by- I don't know. It's a little bit smaller than a basketball.
They're very small.
Yeah.
Half size.
Yeah. No, not half size.
No.
No. It's
Might be the size of this water bottle. Like if you were
60%.
to
But
visualize
if you find out like
something
the
similar.
cubic
Typically,
size
it
of the
might
soccer
be
ball,
half. It might be half. It might be
and then
half.
just
Yeah,
go
yeah.
like 9 times the cubic
when you,
size,
When you put it,
It's not quite half.
Yeah, I know it's not quite half, but
By diameter, it could be.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
semantics.
Yeah,
It doesn't
area.
matter.
Yeah, area would be.
Yeah, it's just, you take the size of a soccer ball, double it in height,
And
Uh-huh.
triple.
and triple in width, and that's the size of the
Yeah.
small one.
Yeah,
so it's a
that's
hard
the thing.
shot to make.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
But
You know?
that's going to be worth 2 points.
okay.
No, because on the sides, it can be 1 point. But there's no
Because you have 2
goalkeeper.
opportunities.
Because
to
there
do
is
it.
no goalkeeper. It can be 1 point and 1 point and the
How
goal.
much more interest? That's what I'm telling you. This is not a sport for Europe. America is so points driven.
Yes.
Make it worth 2. Because then at the end of the game, you're down.
But it's 12.
People are
10.
going to defend those
Yeah.
so much. That's awesome.
Yeah.
People want to see
Look
points.
at basketball, man. Now.
Yes.
That's what I'm
You got
saying.
5 minutes to
Yeah.
score 2 goals.
I think you see.
Go
you see-
here, go
okay.
there.
Yeah.
We are on to
And so
something.
you put
we
your
can
offense.
write.
You're faking them out. I'm going for the corner, so
Okay.
they have to. Boom! I hit a middle one.
The dynamics
That's
of the
1
game
point.
change it completely.
It's a different game. It's
Hey.
called kill ball.
Let me say.
I love that.
Let me say this.
Kill ball.
Yes.
We are-
Hilton
Yeah.
kill ball.
Hey,
Yeah.
we are just creating the vampire,
HQ.
the
HQ ball.
the werewolf. We're just creating
Frankenstein?
the Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Buffy the-
Frankenstein.
You know,
Yeah.
Brainstorm.
we're missing the drugs now.
Where are the prostitutes?
What do you mean? This is definitely drug, right? So cigar.
When
No, it's not.
when
No,
will
no.
I
AI
get high with cigar.
when will AI get to the level that we could like load this into a 3D model and get to see?
How the work.
I want to see a 3D model of what the fuck we're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
what's the realistic, outcome of what we're talking about? It's like, is it actually competitive or is it just stupid?
There are
'Cause to me it
AIs
sounds
right now. They
fucking
do that.
fun.
I'm sure. Yeah.
They do
I'm sure-
videos.
I'm
They,
sure
they
there
create.
is.
They create videos. Of course, the
But for the average
no
person
code
to do-
programming. Yeah, the no. Yeah,
Okay,
the
George.
no code.
Your task.
I want to type in AI. Hey, I have
Hold on.
this
Yeah.
game called Kill Ball. This is how it works.
Yeah,
Show me
George,
a 3D rendering.
Your task to create 10 seconds play on Kill Ball with that using AI, and then we put the video in here. I mean, you have time, whatever time it takes.
Yeah,
to,
it's gonna
make
take some
sure-
time.
I mean,
Yeah,
I want to
some time.
see
Try to do it, George. Try to do it. Man, you would be
Manchester
unbelievable.
Yeah, you
United
can do it.
versus, like
You gotta be.
some like
Yeah.
PSG.
Well, we saw what AI can do
Nostalgic
today, right? So
teams.
you would listen what AI can do. How flawless was this
what's the
AI
best
that I put in here?
World Cup team of Brazil?
The
82.
Huh?
82.
The best World Cup team of Brazil.
They didn't win, but it was 1982.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
this
Now find-
folklore that the teams they they don't win 2006 also we had it
Oh, yeah,
Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, you had everybody there. They should have won. Kaká. It was a
So the only reason I asked, take that team.
2006 was the Olympic Games.
no 2006 Brazil lost to France.
Yeah, 2004 was
yeah,
Olympic.
yeah.
Or it doesn't matter because
One
you
year.
have the power of AI and build the best. Time doesn't matter. You take players from their prime. A prime player from 1982, a prime player from
Brazil against
2016,
Argentina.
Brazil versus whatever other
Argentina.
No, you want your revenge on Germany,
No, but
and we're gonna do them
Look at my team in
14-0.
but then that's
NFL.
not competitive.
Like
Fantasy.
Oh, 'cause they're
you
so
see my
shit?
name 7-1 every day.
Yeah.
They only
Okay,
had
it's
a
one
joke,
good
Brazil,
year.
like that.
I don't live in the world of soccer. So the biggest
7-1
Argentina, then, right?
7-1 every
Argentina.
day. It's
So maybe
it's
Italy
a
or
handle.
Argentina.
Taking all these teams,
Yeah.
you got the
It's a
best
handle that you can
versus
follow
the
on
best.
Instagram.
Oh, really?
It's like
like-
Kill Ball.
Only fucked up things, like only Brazilians with fucked up.
That
Brazilians.
is something that it's like, we're not using AI to its full
O
potential.
Brasil que deu certo.
I want to see that.
There's
That's-
one that's called O Brasil que deu certo.
Change the rules of Formula One. I want to
completely
see
opposite.
Senna.
But this one you have
Race
to follow
for
because it's
Verstappen.
fun. You're gonna learn Portuguese and you. It's so ridiculous.
But change the rules
so
and everything.
ridiculous. Like
Because you
only
can.
in Brazil. You know, like it's only
With
in Brazil.
AI.
Yeah.
So this is Brazil
we're-
que deu certo. Probably Camila.
Camila
We
has
think
it,
about
yeah.
things
I'll have to ask her.
as they are so one-dimensionally.
You would have
The
to
most,
feed,
O Brasil is the most
feed all.
idiotic
Overtakes are
possible
worth the
about Brazil.
point.
You learn a lot about Brazilian culture there.
Imagine that.
If you feed, let's say, and what Dylan's saying, if you feed AI with the Brazilian games and whatever other team that we choose, it could be Italy, it could be Argentina, right, to create something. The same way is like, how can we see Verstappen against Senna and then have to feed all of Senna's races and then all the
yeah.
Verstappen races, right?
Well, think about this, man. If we can do something like this, imagine what is Spotify with this mammoth company.
Yeah.
How much they are working with the AIs, you know?
I'm just a simpleton coming up with ideas. you know?
Exactly,
I'm
yeah.
probably not the first to think of this, but same with like the.
I think the combination of my two goals, your sizes and you exponential points, it makes. We need one input from you because we need Frankenstein.
you have to play nude.
No, that was honestly what I was gonna say too. I was like, yeah, you
I was
both
reading
have
your
to
back.
be like
you gotta
that.
be naked.
Shit, I don't know. That's a good
You
question.
know what?
I'll have to think about it.
Maybe
Think about it.
The
maybe-
losing team.
maybe when the ball is going to these directions, one designated player could use their hands.
Okay, yeah.
No, get rid of offsides. Get rid of
Get rid of offsides.
But
Yeah.
that's get rid of offsides.
Get rid of offsides.
Yeah,
That in and of
That's
itself
a
would
problem.
produce higher offense.
Okay, so I've studied a
football
little bit
started-
about
that
getting
in
rid
and of itself would be good.
Football started without offsides.
Yes.
That's why they created. Okay,
They,
so
they created like before, when there was no offsides, there was a position that everybody's called banheira, which is like bathing.
But here's my point.
The guy's just there bathing and waiting for the ball to come to him so he could dribble the goalkeeper.
Well, and that's my point though, because now you have 3 goals. You're gonna have to figure it. You're gonna have to figure
It
it
would
out.
equalize. I mean, it's not a bad idea because offside, it would equalize because, like, okay, so you have one player defending and then one player it's trying to be offside all the time.
Yeah.
So that way, you are down 3 men, the
Yep.
goalkeeper. So you only really have effective 8 players playing.
one problem that
You
the
can
off-
go wild with all the different variations.
one of the reasons offside was created is
I
because
find
of the
that
nature of the game.
so interesting.
When it started in the 1850s, 1860s, all the games were like this. The goalkeeper or the defender would just throw the ball all the way to the other side. They would fight and then they would throw the ball to the other side. There are no passes. There are no strategies. It was only like
So
this.
they had to come up with regulations
Throw balls,
to stop
throw
that.
long balls. So the ball is always on the other side, not on your goal. Right?
Okay, but instead of offsides, what
Change
if
the
it's-
training.
but change the rules.
No,
Instead
yeah,
of offsides, it's like
it's a cue ball. It's not soccer.
instead of offsides, when a goalie, a keeper, whatever you want to call it, throws the ball, it has to remain on their half. So you can't throw the ball further than your half. So it has to be, or you could say on your third. You have to start from
But
your third.
I don't know if
but
you know
then
that.
from there, you get it to this guy, and boom, he kicks
But
it
today
immediately.
there is a rule like
That's
that.
okay.
Today there is a rule like that.
No, I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, okay. Whenever if I'm attacking and all my players are in my field, there is no offside
Yes.
for the midfield.
Right.
So when the teams we play with a high line, like Barcelona, right? So they get all the balls through them, and then the players come from the other side. That is no. That's how they lost 3-4 games now.
Yeah.
They were, it was working. It was working in the beginning of the season, but now they lost 3 games in a row
They're not going.
because it didn't work. But yesterday it worked. They won 5-1. Barcelona is scoring 5 goals per game. When they don't score, they lose the game because they are always scored.
Right.
So for some reason, the best 2 players didn't play. They lost 3 games in a row. So you see that one thing changes, 2 players change, and everything is
falls apart,
is gone. But Real Madrid
That would
played
make that would make soccer interesting. I mean, we start with the kill ball, or we can call it puff drink talk ball. You know what I mean? Players can play smoking cigars.
Drinking whiskey.
If you score a goal smoking a cigar, is half point more.
Yeah.
Something like this.
1.5 or 2.5. On the little 2, goal.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's a good idea.
I like that a lot.
For example, now everything in basketball is shooting 3 points. 3 points. Boston is shooting 60 balls, 63s a game. 60. They're taking 20 shots, jump shots in 2 points or dunks or whatever. 60.
If they even make half of it, that's 90 points just in 3-pointers.
If they do 40%, which is pretty good, 40%.
Yeah.
Look at how many points they're gonna score. That's why they're winning. Not so much, right? Yeah.
Guys, let's wrap this up.
Yes. It's
Way past our time.
Yeah.
comment,
Oh,
Like.
you gotta take it out, right? The image.
subscribe. I thought I got it.
Share. And if you don't, you might end up on the naughty list this year.
Yeah. You don't get.
always watching.
Santa.
Christmas is getting there,
It's been a wild episode. We started off with some kids. We ended up with crazy AI talk about.
And for 2.5 hours,
Jeez.
Now we're going on almost 3 hours, guys. We're about to hit 3 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I
But-
did not pee once.
So I did pee once.
I
When
did-
the conversation's
I did
good,
those.
Yeah.
you just keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is. It's gonna be a great memory for us in the future, guys. Think about that.
It's one of those
20
where
years.
we had no
20 years from
topic
now,
coming in.
We just come back and look at that. If I keep buying Nvidia the way I'm buying, if it keeps going up, I agree with you.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. And I was gonna say something about like Christmas wishes, but we'll have a Christmas episode well before that, so it doesn't matter.
And please comment, right?
Yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share.
Put a notification.
Maybe soon
Right.
we'll have a merch shop.
I like the notification.
Put a notification.
Yeah,
Put a
turn on
notification
your
if you like
bells.
it. Yes.
Bells.
Click that bell.
Yeah. You can put it at the end. Also, put a notification too.
Of course.
Yeah.
See you later, alligator.
After a while.
Crocodile. I love it when you ring my bell.
There we go.